Hello and welcome to episode 212 of Floating Through Film. I am your host Blake, and this week we are concluding my Obayashi series with two of his films about just what war does to children, basically, with Bound for the Fields, The Mountains and the Seacoast, and Hanagatami. But before we get into anything, let me introduce my co-hosts Danny.
Hello.
And Luke.
Hello.
So this week we're going to start with Bound for the Fields, The Mountains and the Seacoast, which... I mean, this one was, I think, 1986, so we are going way back. This is more in line with what we were doing earlier in the series, even though subject matter-wise it's kind of similar and also kind of not, because, like, thematically this is way more in line with what he turns into, as we talked about last week, and then also what we're going to be talking about this week, with just what war does to innocent lives, basically. And this one also both of these are just also a lot just about the Japanese imperialist mindset during the time and how that also just plays into a factor.
The kind of like nationalist fever that swept them up.
Yes, and and how it basically just devours youth. Like, that's what both of these movies are kind of about also. Although
they're like anti-coming of age movies.
Yeah. I
would say.
Even though, like, Bound for the Fields, it is definitely more comedic than his later works, obviously, because it is told like it. I know my review on Letterboxd the first time I watched this, I still stand by it. Like, it reminds me of I Was Born But.
Yeah, I could see
or even something like Good Morning, but just more about war.
And like about how like the parents kind of, I don't know,
have their own games that they play, basically.
Yeah, no, exactly. And that cat made a really loud sound over there. Okay.
No, yeah, Italy found something back there that he's just been like hitting around. I don't know what the hell it is.
Ice cube.
Okay.
He's going to town. If I was a cat, I saw an ice cube, I'd be like, what the hell is this? This is cool.
It's like sliding around shit.
Yeah, no, it's like a toy that moves itself.
But I guess let me ask you guys your opinions on this, because I do personally, like, I do love this movie. It's very, even like filmmaking, like just filmmaking technique wise, I feel like this is just different than a lot of Obayashi's other movies that we've done. Like, it's more traditional, I guess you would say. Like, it feels like a Ozu movie, or just like just a classic Japanese movie that was made back in like the 50s or something like that. And I mean, we will kind of get into that whenever we get into the movie, because there is a black and white version, which I'm assuming all of us here watched.
Oh, I was about to say, do we not all watch the black and white?
Yeah, because there is a color version of this.
I have heard about that.
Okay. I don't know how it would be.
So was it originally shot in color?
I don't know which one was shot first. I'm assuming it's black and white.
Okay. The original's the black and white one.
But they just colored in the... Like, how'd that work?
I don't know how the color one came.
Was it like a ChatGPT thing? They were like...
Way back in the day?
I don't think so.
I'd be interested to watch the colorized version, but the black and white just fits with this type of, like, filmmaking.
No, I actually really like the... Because it's not, like... Something about it feels a little, like... different. The black and white. I don't know. Maybe it's the restoration quality. Maybe I'm just, like, hallucinating it. But, like, the way the edges look on everything is, like... It's like a little blurry, maybe, is the best way. I don't even know how to... I just don't know how to describe it, but... should I, like, keep going?
Yeah,
okay,
Sorry.
I really like this movie. I haven't seen it before. And, yeah, it did... Obviously, like... It having the themes of the later movies definitely makes me like it a lot in terms of that. The filmmaking, as you said, was, like, definitely more restrained. I feel like more traditional, but I still really liked it. And yeah, like I didn't mind the burst of slapstick, because at the end of the day, like, that's kind of what childhood is.
Yeah,
it's like there are, like, even though that you may be in hard times, there's still, because you're a child, you know, you're still gonna have those kind of like joyous moments. But this movie does a good job of, like, recognizing that these moments happen at the same time. It was like, you know, they're like they're on their way to have their innocence kind of taken away from them, I would say.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah. No, yeah, this movie, it's
almost also kind of like how society builds you up to accept your role that they're trying to make you, like, have, especially in terms of, like, just sending you off to war and stuff like that. So
no, yeah, but it definitely does make this movie and both these movies, like, a little exhausting too. But I don't see that necessarily as a negative. But yeah, I mean, obviously, I think I still like Hanagatami more, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to beat Hanagatami for me personally.
It's true.
So that's not a negative towards this movie at all. But yeah, I really liked it. So yeah.
I'm glad you liked it. If I had to guess, I like trying to guess if Danny's gonna like these. I honestly feel like these two are not offensively bad. It's in his words. No, but
Oh boy.
I'll stick with Bound for the Fields.
this guy. You know what we're talking
No, I don't know. I just like more for this one. I did like this one. Yeah, I can definitely see like Ozu. I'm actually going to point out a specific moment in the film where there's like an Ozu. Probably reference.
There's a few Ozu characters in here too, I would say.
But I mean with the filmmaking.
No, yeah.
There's a part I wanted to see if you guys realized it. But actually, because I'd watched this YouTube video with like Obayashi at, I think it was Yale University, talking about his films.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
It's just called Obayashi: A Conversation. If
What
you look
year
on
was
YouTube.
it?
It was pretty recent. I think it was like when he was in, like, while he's making these anti-war movies.
Oh, it's like
Trilogy.
2010s.
Yeah, it was around then.
Okay. I'll have to
Maybe
look it
look it up on YouTube. But I don't want to click on the link right now. But in that, the professor actually brought up, he was like going through some of like Obayashi's like techniques on his films, and this was before I'd watched it. He pointed out a moment in this film that was like he says like Ozu, or more like just the Shoshiku studio film directors of the 30s, and that's what I meant when you said like it reminds you of like old Japanese films. It's like, yeah, it's not just Ozu too. It's like actually, because when he set that up,
it's just
I think he actually brought
Japanese
up
movies,
he brought up the other director that I was thinking of too, is Shimizu.
Shimizu.
Yeah, honestly, maybe even more than Ozu, with in terms of like how like this one's a little more depressing, like Shimizu's are, you know, with a little more like deeper, like the themes are more on the surface, you know,
Yeah.
kind of like versus like, but there is some Ozu too with the casualness, but no, I really liked. I noticed at the beginning of the movie, I'd forgotten it, and I went back and looked at my notes, and I saw at the beginning of the movie that this was based on a novel or something, on a book.
Like The Little Rascals or something.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's like, I feel like that, at least personally for me, honestly, I kind of feel like it's like with the same way with John Woo is, like if you give Obayashi a good script that's, you know, not written by himself, and he can kind of just focus on certain filmmaking techniques, like I appreciate it way more, you know, especially with this film. Like it feels, I was like,
soft
why does
launching
this
the
movie just feels,
Hanagatami.
this feels so much calmer, you know. It just feels so like, it doesn't feel like Obayashi in a way after watching like 7 weeks or something, where he's like controlling the script and stuff. But and I was like, okay, that makes way more sense. But that's a positive. No, I really like watching this movie because it's a gorgeous movie to watch.
It is a gorgeous movie to watch.
And then even though I bring up those like Japanese directors, there are still some very Obayashi movies moments at the end of the day. You know, like the girl turning his face turning into a cloud, like after she sings that song, or like just the whole ending with the
entire ending. Yeah.
Ending. So it's like, it's not just like he's just mimicking. He still has. You can still see him throughout this movie.
Oh, definitely.
Like there's some great, but it feels so much more focused to me. You know, that's why I really appreciate it. And honestly, just like the shot lengths are way longer. You know, that's just part of it.
They are. I knew you'd like that. So.
Yeah, it's a. I just, you know, it just felt like because I actually, after this I watched another Ozu movie I actually hadn't seen before, Passing Fancy.
Okay.
Which is an
early
30s Ozu movie.
Silent or no?
Yes. Wait. Yeah.
What year did it come out?
It's silent.
Okay. So like post or pre 34, I think. So.
Wait,
was it good?
It's silent. Why am I forgetting?
Well, I think Japan didn't go into
Almost
sound
positive
until like
silent.
1935 or 36.
Yeah, I'm almost positive it's silent, but
if
like
it was
not,
before
I'm
that,
saying 1933. So
yeah,
I'm
no
like,
spoken language.
okay, I kind of like question mark like 1933. That seems a little late, but yeah, no, it's definitely silent.
Was it good?
No, yeah, I mean, yeah, all Ozus are great. So
Was it like top tier Ozus though?
I mean, all Ozus are top tier.
That's not
what do you mean by that?
I don't think you believe that.
I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to rank. Why do you always have to make me rank shit? You know?
I was trying to
trying to apply numbers to feelings.
Apply numbers to feelings.
No, the reason I watched Passing Fancy is because I found this paper talking about this cut. Like, I guess I'll point out when it comes to the film, but there's like one very specific moment he's referencing these old Shoshiku directors. And it's like one of my favorite things about Ozu. And I hadn't seen Passing Fancy, so I was like, oh, yeah, I'll watch it. and that's like apparently the movie that where he started like really kind of experimenting with his technique, I guess, in some ways. But
Okay.
to stick back to this movie, yeah, overall I really liked it. Like I honestly I think if I rewatched it again, I think it would even become a little more like just like clear of like how much he's like just comparing I don't know, like I would become less interested in just the narrative and more just kind of the themes of like this connection between childhood and war, and like especially at this time where he's like almost showing how much just from like everything they do, especially for the boys, like all their childhood is already infested with war, you know, like even when they play, they're playing war, you know, and just like stuff like that. I found really interesting. And then honestly, it has one of my favorite Obayashi shots where like it starts with him upside down. That one.
Oh, that's such a good one, dude. That's such a good one. Because then the kid just walks in from off screen. He's upside down too.
See, that's where it's like it's almost like Ozu things where Ozu would never do. I don't think he has a shot like that. But basically, like kind of confusing like where the viewer is on screen,
like the dimensions or something. Basically.
Yeah, or like because normally like it's showed reversed, but and then when he flips back to normal, it can kind of confuse it. You know, basically taking you out of continuity editing. You know, where everything's supposed to be legible. That's what like Ozu is kind of known for, is like breaking these kind of like you know, Western conventions of like normal continuity editing. And you can say like that's one example. You know, just starting the scene with someone upside down, and it just kind of just throws you off. You know, like wait, what's happening? Like oh, this kid's hanging upside down. Because it films, the camera's also upside down with him.
Yes.
So he like you're like, wait, is he not like right side up? But,
like you just see his hair's like all up, and you're like, what's happening?
Yeah, you kind of have to figure out what's going on, you know. But yeah, I liked it. I'll probably have I'll always have trouble remembering the title.
No, same.
Also, there's different titles, right? Because like the one that comes.
The song in the thing is translated differently, I guess. Okay, but it's just like I think the only difference is like. I can't remember. It's like I think it's still fields, but then mountains and coasts are changed because one of them's like beaches and then the other one's something else.
Seacoast.
Yeah.
That's on Letterboxd, right? Bound for the Fields, the Mountains, and Seacoast.
Yeah. Because the beaches would replace Seacoast and then something replaces mountains and I can't remember what it is right now, but I mean I guess we can go ahead and get into the movie. So it does, like I say, start off with at least my download. I don't know if the movie actually started with this like in theaters, but it does say like this movie has a black and white and a color release, like we just mentioned. But it opens with credits and gunfire and children singing, which is literally from right there. That's what this entire movie is about, like just like children and war. But this one also is somewhat, or at least a little similar to 7 Weeks in that it has chapters. There's only 3 of them in this one, not 16 or whatever like was in 7 Weeks. But chapter 1 does start, and it is the new boy. And we have, right from the very beginning, just interesting shots, because this kid that we're going to be following along with, his name's Pseudo, I think, and he just has binoculars. You could definitely tell he's very much into like observing everything, because he brings these binoculars. He's just like looking out at them, and he can see this new girl and this new boy like talking to their teacher or whatever across the way. And it's just interesting shots. I always like it whenever they're framing it, like you're actually looking through the binoculars also.
Kind of like Charlotte.
Yeah, exactly. Like just the opera glass shot, you know. But.
Wait, are opera glasses binoculars?
Yeah, they're just binoculars.
Damn.
But made for the opera.
I just need to like carry one of those around, like a pair of those around. Just like look through it.
I mean, you need to carry binoculars around, honestly.
Nah, but those are like more cool.
And where would you put it?
In my pocket? They're not that big, right?
Probably not.
It would feel weird. Like it's not practical. I feel like.
Or if I have a bag or something, like
maybe the bag. I could see. Yeah. But then I feel like you want to use that much.
At the bar, I see a pretty girl.
No, that's the wrong time.
Oh, that's actually kind of weird. No.
Yeah, that's weird. Very weird. You're like, I'm just scoping
it's like
it
when
out.
when you use it. That's the. It's like a purchase that sounds good, and then you actually like
he hears
like
it's
I
more
gotta
for the
open my-
like
I gotta open my bag right
it
now.
like looks cooler.
he hears a cool bird and he like takes out
Yeah,
his lighter
bird,
and looks
bird.
out.
Like nowadays, if you really wanted to see something like that, just pull out your phone and zoom in. Use the zoom.
But that's even creepier.
Then pulling out like binoculars from your bag.
Oh,
that
it's
you
not
have
binoculars, it's
on-
opera glasses though.
Okay, even worse. Pulling out your bag next to you, pulling out the opera glasses, and making it way more obvious versus just like, oh, I'm doing something on my phone. Like,
Oh,
Looking right
definitely
at
like just doing nothing.
you could easily pull it off.
Okay.
Come on.
Yeah, and like it's like you have experience, bro.
Versus the opera glasses,
I just like the way they look. All right,
they do.
That's my whole point.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, they can't be practical, like, cause like they just went out of fashion.
Or
You know?
when I go to the movie theater.
Are your eyes that bad?
No, it's more like if I want to see what's on the corner of the screen, maybe.
How big is the screen? God damn.
I don't know. IMAX.
That's crazy.
If it's like a bad movie, I'm
Maybe
sure.
if you go to the amp, like concerts and
Okay,
stuff.
okay.
then-
Yeah, like a momentary.
I actually don't know what they look like though. Like,
Opera glasses?
Yeah, like,
You've
is
seen
it-
Char-
I
you've
feel
seen
like it's
Charlotte's
really
like 8 times.
no, but like, what do they? I mean, like, how do they like what they look like when you look through them? You know, like it's probably really restricted.
You've seen Charlotte's?
I guess that's how
You
we got
see
in this
both.
conversation initially. But like, that's how the camera does it. But like, have you actually looked through a pair of opera
no.
glasses?
No.
I feel like it's really uncomfortable.
Probably like looking through binoculars. So.
But those like at least rest on your eyes, and they're like, they're made to hold like for longer. You know, opera glasses are like, I don't know. Just doesn't seem practical to me.
Opera glasses tangent. It's crazy.
It's for the aesthetic. bro. Sorry.
Oh, we're good. No, so we do have the teacher introducing the new boy that also, and kind of a really cool scene because it's like he's just like walking. They're both walking directly at the camera, and he's talking like directly into it, just introducing him. It's a really cool shot, and that's just like immediately like they're just standing in front of a blackboard, and the kids are like right behind or right in front of them. But yeah, he just introduces him. We get like a lot of this. It's not. I mean, it's just more so kind of like not even story based. It's just these kids just running around being kids for the most part. So it is like hard to talk about in some ways because it's just gonna be me like running through scenes of just like,
Hanagatami
these
will
kids.
be worse.
Huh?
Hanagatami will be worse.
I mean, kind of Hanagatami. Yeah, that's true. I mean, Hanagatami. My notes for that are just like, oh yeah, they go here, they go here, they go
for some
here.
reason.
But I do have next to my notes that we have a great shot of this kid. I'm pretty sure he's watching from the school. This woman, or like he might be walking home. I'm not sure, but he's watching these women just like get water out of a well, and I'm pretty sure this is the sister in the movie that I was just watching because he's been fascinated with her ever since he saw her from the very beginning. And whenever he's just like watching her, he sees some guy basically come help her and take the water back to her house with her. We will find out that that's probably his or probably her boyfriend. So.
Isn't that something similar happens in How Grew Is My Valley?
The kid's just watching through binoculars.
The boy like sees the girl and like it's like
He's not like jealous like this kid is.
I wouldn't say this kid's even like that jealous.
No, he gets jealous later on. Remember? Because when she's talking to him, and then like that guy comes and she just leaves him. He's like, "Oh, this guy."
Yeah. So that's a funny scene. There is a lot of just like great singing in this movie, just from the cast in general. Like it's not like there are moments where Obayashi does use like an actual score, but a lot of it is just very much these like old folk songs or these people just singing these old child lullabies. Because we have the sister singing that one about the white chrysanthemums in this scene also, and that one's going to be coming back also. But I really love the music choices in this, and this is the one where we get that great cloud shot also of the cloud turning into her at the end also. Amazing shit. A lot of my notes just start with another great shot because there are just a lot of amazing shots in this movie. Because this is the one that we talked about kind of in length already, where it's that amazing shot of the kid just hanging upside down, but he's right side up to us, and it looks like he's just standing on the ground before one of the other kids just like walks into the screen. But yeah, him and this is the transfer student or whatever, Osugi, and then the other kid, Sudo, is the main kid that we'll be following. They're just kind of like talking there while Osugi just does like gymnastics and stuff after he's done hanging. And then we have just like the shot of the other kids at the school, these other boys over there like watching him, and this one kid just like giving like terrible haircuts to his one friend. But they basically don't like this new kid, and so one of them orders like one of his underlings. Like even already, it's kind of just like this is almost like not like gang law, but this is kind of like how Yakuza is, you know, like just like this one like big kid basically is ordering all these little ones around to go do his bidding, and he tells him to go like get the new kid or whatever, and tell him to come back here, and they're gonna teach him a lesson basically. We do get this weird scene of the new kid walking in on one of the girls in the bathroom. It's like it's both like really like, I mean, it's creepy somewhat, but it's also just like these kids are just like sitting here calling him a liar and stuff. Like they hold like a little trial for this kid after he does this because he's basically new and they think he did on purpose. And he just like, what? The door's broken. You can check it yourself, basically. And they just all call him a liar and shit. But, and I do have in my notes at this point, like this main kid has this like book of monkeys that he's reading this entire movie also. And every scene that we see where he's reading that is basically what is happening on screen too, obviously. Like it's paralleling just like young adulthood or like young adolescence with just
there's like the one where it's like a lion holding up the monkey's tail. And
it's like sexual
you see it's like cheeks or whatever.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's whenever he's sexually aroused for the first time. I think he touches a girl's boob or whatever, and then that pops up. But now we're at the scene where the other boys, it's after school now, and they all gang up on the new kid. Which, by the way, it is really funny because this new kid, we do find out later he is older. But just like watching this like immediately right now, you're just like, this kid is not the same age as these other ones. Like he is so huge compared to them. Like
no. It's kind of like in Hanagatami when it's like he walks in, and it's like first day of first grade, and they're all like grown as fuck.
There's like an old man like literally right there, like, as one of his classmates. Like,
that's so funny.
But yeah, they just start beating him up. Basically, they gang up on him, start beating him up, and the main kid goes and warns the teacher. And this is where we just get like some random ass, just like stuff that would be in an Ozu comedy or just in one of the old Japanese comedies in general, I guess, where it's like he goes and warns the teacher, and the teacher just like jumps out and is just doing all this like ridiculous stuff with his legs.
Okay,
going,
I don't think Ozu be that bad, honestly.
I mean, that's
like
amazing,
that overacted.
Though. I feel like he would. I feel like you're downplaying some things that happen in Good Morning.
I have to go back to one. No, I don't know. This one is just like insane.
It's so funny, honestly. I love it, but yeah. After that, we cut back outside. Now it's Osugi and the new kid just beating up all the other ones, like because he's bigger, like I said. So he ends up winning and makes them all yield. After that, though, he starts manhandling the main kid because he went and told the teacher and basically stopped him from beating up all these other kids, even though he was doing it to help him. And it's kind of just crazy what this kid is like just doing with this other kid. Like he's just like he's kind of like held up like upside down basically, but it's like just slamming him like this. I don't know. It's like fucking funny as shit. But he basically just runs away, and then we have just like this ridiculous kind of like chase scene. It's a cool chase scene though, because they're just running all around this like made up town that Obayashi. I'm assuming this is a set. But they're just running around basically the entire set so he can show it off. But he chases them all the way back to his house, and we just see this like military official who's going to be a main part of the movie from now on arriving at the house too. Which kind of scares off, or it doesn't scare off the other kid, but he doesn't chase in after him, just calls him a coward basically and leaves. We do have just more scenes of him going around basically giving comeuppance to all the kids that ganged up on him before, and he makes one of the kids go tell his boss to meet him the next day or something so they can have a duel. But
this is definitely I Was Born, but
yes,
vibes.
Well, it's just like I love the first one,
and Los Soldados maybe, because even then that has like also the similar themes of like children's innocence being taken away from them.
Definitely.
Although that one's obviously a lot
darker.
A lot darker, or at least on the surface darker. But yeah.
It actually shows kids dying.
Yeah, and them getting like groomed and stuff. And like, oh.
Yeah. But yeah, I kind of love. I do love the first one where he just makes this kid cry by dumping him water over his head. Funny ass shit. Like their wails are just like so over the top, and it just makes it way funnier for me. But we do see both of the kids that he kind of like assaulted a little bit go to the boss, and they're just sitting outside the hair because their boss or just like the kid that they look up to works with his dad at the haircut at just like this haircut salon, I guess, or whatever. But they just have like these comically giant welts on their heads, just to show that they've been beat up. But yeah, now we're back with the main kid again. He's opening up his book about monkeys and reading about their territorial expansions as we see, because this is whenever he's like looking down from he's basically eavesdropping on his dad and the military official in the house, hearing what they're trying to talk or what they're talking about. They're basically talking about how the military official officer is ready to go to war because they don't have everything they need in Japan. And if Japan, like for Japan to survive, they basically need to expand their territory to these other places that have sustainable resources. But it is a great shot as we're hearing this guy say this, because it's just like a bird's eye view shot from the kid's point of view, basically, as we're looking down on the two of them. And this kid's dad also has the most comedic mustache. Like, this is something that would be in a silent movie, like this guy's mustache in general, but...
No, yeah. I feel like it's either, like, the two brands of mustaches that you're talking about, his, where it's, like, really bushy and long, or it's, like, the really curly ones.
This one's, like, kind of both, though, right?
This one I
feel
like
bushy
is more...
and curly.
But I meant, like, it's, like, more thin and curly, though. You
thin
know,
and curly? No, yeah.
That type of vibe. Because I feel like those are the two types of, like, over, like, done mustaches and, like, silent films that they give to, like, the villains, you know?
Yes.
And they always have, like, crazy eyes.
You know, dude. It does remind me of this, too. But, after we have the shot of him, like, listening to them talk, it cuts to Osugi just practicing with a samurai sword. Because all this is obviously just... All this war talk is very relevant to just their daily lives. Like, this kid, we're gonna figure out literally as trying to go to military school so that he can be in the army because he wants to go and fight or whatever for the country. Like, they're being raised literally to die for their country, and that's one of the things Obayashi is trying to point out in both these movies. Obviously, is just this system of just raising your youth to try to die for country. Like,
good thing that doesn't happen anymore, right, guys?
Yeah.
Not a problem anymore.
I mean, it was way worse back then, though.
But, like, I mean, still, like...
Yeah, no. It still happens, but...
We breed war machines.
We do.
No, like, actually, you skipped over the scene I was going to talk about with Ozu.
Which one?
I mean, it was the one where he's reading the animal book, but that scene where he talks to his sister later on, where he gets mad at her.
Whenever she's washing his foot?
Yeah, she's washing his foot. Basically being, like, really nice. Like, and honestly, this is another thing I like. He doesn't really explain exactly why he gets so mad at her.
No, not yet.
Because she says something like, study hard and get into admiral school. And, like, she's just smiling. Like, you think she's just being, like, super nice.
And he just pushes her.
Yeah, and just pushes her. But if you remember that scene, like, basically this scene has the mismatched eyeline cuts. And that, it, like, really, like, it'll like, kind of, it throws you off while you're watching it a little bit. You might not know exactly what's happening, but if you noticed, when he cuts the close-up, they're both looking the same way. So, like, normally they should be looking opposite ways if they're facing each other in the shot reverse shots. But, like, he does the Ozu thing where they're both looking the same direction. Like, almost to kind of just throw you off, like, in that moment of just, like, anger, you know?
Yeah.
And then when he cuts back to the wide shot, he cuts to the opposite side. So basically, this is like the Ozu Donovan cut, where instead of, like, you're basically breaking the fourth wall by showing the opposite direction of the scene, you know, instead of just showing one side. It's basically breaking the imaginary line. But it's just a very simple scene.
Or the 180-degree line, or whatever it is.
But it's a very simple scene, but you can tell, like, that's just, like, directly inspired by Ozu.
Okay.
And Shoshi, I guess he says Shoshiku does that too, just so I'm wondering if
Shimizu has
like,
those.
Shimizu, I didn't,
Wasn't Naruse the other big one?
Was he Shoshiku too?
I feel like he might have been. I can't remember.
I haven't seen as much as him, but I've heard. I know he's great too.
No, yeah, glad that you pointed that scene out. I did have it in here, but I did skip over it, I guess.
Well, because the reason I remember that now is like because Luke brought up like basically this idea of what it does to kids in war, but like especially the women too, because her storyline is about like basically she has to give her life up equally, you know, just in a different way. Like her parents just literally sell her off, you know.
Yeah. No, the women's storyline is just in general really depressing in this movie. So.
Because is it this movie where they ask like what about the women?
I think both of these movies have.
Yeah, they have a similar theme
because
like
this one she definitely says that later on.
Yeah.
Whenever he's talking about whenever her boyfriend's talking about he has to be a man and fight for his country, and she's like, "What about women?"
Yes.
But I think that same phrase is also in. I think Mina in Hanagatami also asks the same thing to the doctor. She's like, "What's a woman's role in this Japan then?"
Yeah.
And he basically just says, "Have children." Which is also very depressing, but yeah, we do get the scene of his sister basically like bathing and also singing the White Chrysanthemum song. Like, I love just anytime this song plays, basically, because she's always in the midst of these like flower gardens almost, or like just she's always in the garden around just like white flowers, but it's really really pretty. But she also sees a shooting star, and that kind of ends the scene, but. The next day, the main kid also sees the sister talking with the teacher. He's not sure about what yet, but he goes off to basically stop the duel that this kid set up with the other kid, because he's like, if they do this, they're gonna get in even more trouble. So he just tries to stop it. And I think he just like drops a bunch of chickens down on them and then starts throwing rocks. Like, I don't know. It makes everyone disperse, though. It works. So, but the sister does thank him for like stopping them, and then she asks him his name. And I'm pretty sure that this is the first time that this kid's name is brought up in the movie. It's like 40 minutes into. Like,
I don't remember any of the names for any.
No, because I
only think he's doing it on purpose.
I think he is.
Like, these are just kids. You know, these are all just kids.
They're like
that actually kind of reminds me of Boonwell too. This idea of like it could be anyone, you know, it's like this is just it's not specific children, or it's just like this is what happens, you know. It's almost like environmental. Yeah. You know, obviously like this is like the environmental pressures on kids, you know, which is war in this case.
War and recession. Yeah. Like because the recession is obviously a big part of why they went to war. So.
Yeah.
Or just like that's a big part of just why countries go to war in general, is because like, oh, we need money. So what's better to profit than war, you know? But we do have this great shot of just this pier in the distance. Like, Obayashi loves the ocean, obviously. It's just a great ocean shot here, and we just see both of them sitting next to the shrine in a graveyard. Another great graveyard shot. He has some great ass graveyards in his movies. Now that I think about it, but.
We talked about this last week, didn't we?
Did we? We talked about it in one of the weeks. I'm pretty sure.
We talked about graveyard. Yeah. Like I was like, because when is a graveyard not kind of like?
Oh yeah. Because like
important film, you know, like.
Okay, but we were saying I was saying like aesthetic, because I was saying this. I said this graveyard looks really cool. But you're like,
that's based on what Blake just said.
But you just said important, but that's not.
Well, I mean, cool and important in film is the same thing. Like,
well,
if they're putting the time to make it cool, it's important. Like.
Okay, you just mean like aesthetically.
Like when
not important to the story. Not important to the story, is what you mean.
Usually that's one and the same, but a lot of time I mean important just like the directors and the cinematographers and the set designers. They all put in a lot of effort on the graveyard scenes, because it's like you never just see a graveyard like randomly, you know.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like if it's in a movie, like there's some specific reason almost, like even just symbolic or kind of
yeah, that's true.
Just to add a little atmosphere.
Top 10 graveyards in cinema.
Like it just gives you certain feelings, you know, when you see graveyards.
Well, I mean,
you got to make a slab.
I think this graveyard shot actually has the header post or the header on a letterbox with her crying.
Because like, you know, if you've ever walked by or like drove by a graveyard in real life, like, and you're like, oh damn, that's kind of just like, it's just so simple and sad, you know. Especially some of these ones in Arkansas.
Yeah, there's like at those random.
I mean,
locations.
I'm saying maybe I'm wrong with it. It's just like the cinematic ideal of a graveyard. You know, every time you see one in a movie, it's like, damn, this is like insane.
Yeah.
And you go to an actual one, and it's like
What's the best graveyard of all time?
in a film.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard. I guess it's hard not to say Young Mr. Lincoln, but
I mean, that's not a graveyard.
Mr. Lincoln.
That's not a graveyard. It's just had tombstone.
it's a graveyard, though, is it not?
Wait, young Michelin.
The fucking beginning scene.
Oh,
duh.
But that's just her. That's not a graveyard.
I thought that was a graveyard.
It's just her grave.
Is it just her grave?
There's no one else.
Why'd they put it right there then?
Because that was their plot spot earlier. Also, I think it's kind of implied it might have been her property. I don't know. I don't remember.
Bear me out back.
Oh, I guess Vertigo. Sneak peek.
What's the graveyard in Vertigo?
When he's following her. And she like visits the grave of the girl she's like apparently impersonating.
It can't be that one because I don't remember what that one looks like.
I don't know. I'm kind
It's
of
like
partial
cool. It's
to
like in San
what
Fran.
time is it there? Just the place that they work. They works.
That's not.
That's a graveyard.
Fucking count.
That is a graveyard.
That's not a literal graveyard.
Well, yeah, actually, yeah, that doesn't count. No, but that isn't. That's not what time
It's
is
a
it
building.
there? Is it not?
No,
That's
yeah,
Viva
that's-
Lea Moore.
No, that's what time is it there too. Because he
Oh,
works
it's
there.
in
And what
both the
time is it
movies?
there? I think he works, or he might go there.
No, it's
he works there in Vive l'Amour, but he goes there. And what
Oh.
time is it there?
Oh,
I'm pretty
okay.
sure because he's delivering his dad's urn.
Okay. That place that.
Yeah, where they keep
Oh, okay,
all
okay.
the urns.
I thought you were talking about like the.
I mean,
actual, like,
technically, it's
graveyard.
not a graveyard though, because a grave is the. What is a grave? Anyway, let's continue.
What is a grave? It's where a dead person is put to rest.
But is it half?
Yeah, I feel like
Is the
that's
tombstone a part of the grave, or is that just a tombstone?
That's a tombstone. That's the head. That's actually just what is that? What is it actually called? It's just a head marker or a headstone.
Okay.
I thought it was called a tombstone.
It is also called a tombstone, but that's more like depressing. I
So
think
what's
most
it?
people call
Isn't
them
it
like
a
headstones.
grave imply it's dug into the ground?
Graveyard?
Because there's the
maybe.
coffin, which is the actual thing that contains the body. But I think the fact that it's in the ground makes it a grave. Am I wrong?
I haven't thought enough about this. I don't know.
Me neither.
I
But
can
like,
see.
I'm just talking.
I mean, that would make sense.
I feel like that's what the name implies.
I mean, look it up.
You're right,
What's
you're
the,
right. I
what's
have
the
Google right
dictionary
in front of me.
definition of grave? While you're doing that, we'll continue on just a little bit.
A burial
You're right.
spot or a burial spot.
Or what?
Well, the other one's a serious somber situation, but
Oh, okay.
but yeah, burial. So burial implies it's in the ground, right? If you're burying something, so therefore
Not
that
necessarily.
doesn't count as a graveyard.
Because then what do you call the stone mausoleums that house all these dead people? That's also a grave site. It might not be a
Grave
graveyard,
site.
but it's a grave site.
Well, a yard too. A yard is grass.
No, see that.
Well,
Makes
okay.
more
See, this is
sense.
why like depends on what you're going for.
This is
like,
why
if
English
you're literally
sucks.
meaning like
Used for
like,
entombment.
Entombment.
Is that what you?
Yeah.
it
I've
just
never
depends on what
read
you
that
mean
word
by
in my
graveyard.
life.
Like, do you mean just somewhere where dead bodies are stored, like after they die, or is it something you literally mean like you have to dig in the ground and put them in a tomb? Because like
I
the
was
pyramids
thinking-
are technically where dead.
That's
bodies
a
are.
That's a
graveyard.
tomb. That's a tomb.
That's true.
But the original thing why we brought this up is like where do you go put dead people, or stylistically?
Well, I was thinking,
in film.
but I was thinking graveyards.
So like to me, the pyramids honestly 100% count in terms of like that just aesthetically. Like,
So your answer is Transformers 2 has the best graveyard
graveyard.
scene of all time.
I mean, just by definition, I go.
Okay, my answer is Despicable Me 1. Because they steal,
Where they steal the
or
pyramid?
it's like that it gets deflated or whatever. Can we let's just stop.
Yeah, damn, we might have to cut
It
that
was
one.
understandable. No, we just went through an entire tangent on why the English language sucks. So.
That is true. Well, honestly, just like and like okay, I should go. Basically, why words suck in general because two people can be using the same word and mean totally two different things.
That's true.
This is true with so many words.
But yeah, we can go ahead and continue. In this graveyard scene, she's basically just asking like what she can do to make her brother less angry. And this is where the young kid basically just says, "Let's have a war game." So that because this also solves the just the aggression that I guess these boys have been showing towards each other in general, just like putting it up to a fun like war game, you know. The sister does agree to this, but then this is the scene that I think Danny pointed out earlier, where it's like the kid kind of gets angry because her boyfriend like walks down and she knows this, and she goes and like runs up and gives him flowers, and they walk off like hand in hand together, and then this guy's like, oh my god damn it, this fucking guy, like he gets really jealous. But we have one of my favorite shots in the movie, just like this great ass shot. It's like a long shot of just us watching this man just work a raft in the river and like these rapids. It's fucking awesome. We do see that this is the boyfriend and the sister is also on the raft too, because we get some great shots actually on the raft. Some great shit here, honestly. I like that stuff, and I'm pretty sure she's singing. They're both singing a folk song in this scene as well. But this does kind of set off, I guess, the brother, because he sees them. He's just like up on a cliff, and he just like sees his sister and this other guy there. And since he also will find out later is wanting to marry his sister or his half sister, he gets like really mad, like takes this giant ass boulder and just like throws it down the cliff at them. But then he ends up also slipping and like sliding down this waterfall slide basically. But that's what ends up starting chapter 2, which is titled War of the Little Rascals. It starts with a great shot of the school getting just like bombarded by rain, as we get like voiceover of them saying it's summer break essentially, and they don't have to go to school.
Yeah, summer break and it's raining.
I mean, the rainy season.
Well, I was saying it's like supposed to be a happy time.
Oh, and it's raining.
But
Yeah.
it's raining.
I mean, rain can be good though. I like rain.
Okay, but if you're a kid on summer break, it's like the worst thing ever.
It's true. I guess I have to think like a kid again. But the main kid is like he's walking home, and a lightning strike hits a tree, and this is that military officer that we've just been like seeing this entire movie. He rides past him on his horse and like looks at him and says, he just says, "If you're a man, get up." Which, I mean, hey, he does get up in the military, and then the officer just like takes him home. But whenever they get back to, I think he takes him to Osugi's house where his sister is, and just asks her if he'll tend to him. He does say Pseudo got wounded fighting the thunder. Treat him nicely. I'm just like, that's just a really funny line. Also, honestly, just like he got wounded fighting thunder. But we do have a great shot as he's dropping him off of just more of these Japanese soldiers marching and singing in the rain through the town.
Just like the movie.
Just like the movie?
He said singing in the rain.
Oh my god. I'm gonna have to watch my words from now on. I love the shot of the officer saluting the sister also after he's dropping Pseudo off there. But then we just have this like really embarrassing scene for the kid, but kind of a really funny scene if you're just watching it. First off, it's a great ass dolly shot of us just like going over and actually like seeing this kid basically getting bathed by the sister that he has a crush on.
It's like a Wes Anderson one. Like
okay.
He did a very similar movement with the camera like in Asteroid City a few times.
This scene is very funny.
From like room to room, he was doing that. Yeah.
I mean, dolly shots on Wes Anderson. I feel like that's just.
I guess in general, it's just that's the first one that comes to mind when I think of his movies. Because he does it multiple times where it's like a continuous one through different.
But this one's different because it's like that one's like almost like against a flat background. This one he's like almost going across, like in depth basically to kind of go around the character. You're talking about the one where he's like going from like room to room, but it's just moving it horizontally, right?
Yeah.
But this one, he's like moving it like a curved movement around the character. Right?
Is it a curve?
Is it curved?
I don't think this.
I thought it was just straight. Honestly, but it might be curved. Okay. It's not a very
no.
long
I don't
dolly
think
shot.
Because I thought he comes.
That might be a different one. You might be thinking of a different one.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's definitely straight.
But yeah, the sister's just giving him a bath, and he's embarrassed as hell, obviously. So. But they do talk about the war game in this scene as well. I think it's him and Osugi that talk about the war game and just like what the plans are going to be. I think we do get this amazing shot of him now playing the drum set, because we've had this like kind of ridiculous looking man just playing these big ass drums as the kids walk like to school and stuff in this movie. But now the main kid, he's just like playing the drums as we're watching an explanation of this game that they're about to start playing. Basically, it's just they're gonna try and just like capture each other, and whoever has the most prisoners at the end wins. And there's like point systems based on who you capture and stuff like that. I don't know. It's just, it seems like just like a big ass game of paintball. Just like you're not shooting guns, you're just capturing people. But so it's kind of a fairly long scene of, or like a long sequence. It's not obviously just one scene of them just like kind of just playing this game. We do get to a point where I think that they're trying to set up a trap to stop Osugi or whatever, the transfer kid, and they call it like the mud trap or the mud trap. And they kind of get this because Osugi wants Pseudo because he is the basically brains of the operation. If he captures him, then no one else, then basically they're going to win because no one else can even think for themselves on their side. So he basically sends out a second in command because there's this rule that if the general stays in the in their castle, that the other general can't leave their castle either. So, but we do get the scene of him actually leading them into the mud trap, and it's kind of funny because they do get like stopped at this bathhouse where he goes through. Because one thing about the main kid that we've been following, because there's a lot just in general of just society disparities. Or just social disparity in like the boys in this movie also. Because this kid is definitely from just a well-off family. Like his dad's a doctor and stuff like that, and everyone knows him. And so he's able to just like take off his clothes and walk through this women's bath to like get away from these guys. And then they get like thrown out and shit. But that's just like background shit though. It's just like this kid, like I guess maybe since it's my second watch, I picked up on that more so this time, where it's like, this kid is just treated differently because his family is more well off than the other kids. But yeah, then he actually leads them into like this mud trap. After they capture this guy though, it leads to like an actual festival where the town is sending off these troops to war, like all these soldiers that have been drafted or whatever. So the sister's boyfriend in this does say, like, since it's a festival, it's like a party, kind of a jolly environment. Like, people are happy that these people are getting sent off to war. And then you just have the sister's boyfriend sitting there drinking with everyone going, like, I'm against war. I'm a pacifist, basically. And I think the teacher that teaches all the kids basically tells on him to the military officer and says, like, hey, this guy's basically just said that he's spouting anti-imperialist propaganda, basically. Like he wants peace instead of war, and so they go and beat him up. They beat up like the boyfriend, stuff like that. And we get the scene of the main kid's dad, since he is a doctor, patching him up, and he says like he admires his pacifism, but it's not feasible basically for the Japanese people because of how poor they are to live that way. Basically, like society literally does not allow for them as a people to live a peaceful way. Okay. Which I do feel like Obayashi in general, like that's something he tackles later on, because like in some of his later movies, because we did talk about that last week of just like Japan has an unnatural peace now after World War II. Like Obayashi says that himself. Like they haven't had peace that lasted this long like for a long time. You know, like they were a warring country for a while, but
yeah.
I don't know.
There's also like a doctor in Hanagatami that makes like a similar speech to the kid, right? About basically the need for war.
I think so.
I might have to bring it up when the.
No, yeah, because that doctor is he's in Hanagatami a lot, and he does make a lot of those type of speeches. I think also about just the need of basically Japan.
Why young people need to go to war and stuff too.
But he, like, the doctor in this one, he's like, I do agree with, like, he admires him, like I said, but he just doesn't, it's not feasible. But the war game does continue after this, though, with a prisoner exchange, and this is kind of where the war game ends almost, because I guess, I don't really, maybe I missed something, but I think they just start getting heated, basically, like, both sides just start getting heated, and so they just start throwing rocks at each other. And I think the main kid is basically just like hiding behind a book, going like, "Don't throw stones, obey the rules or whatever." But it's a long scene of them throwing stones at each other, and it ends with the kids just like softly calling for their moms as like this gentle music kind of plays. And that's something I feel like Obayashi did, maybe in Casting Blossoms as well, or maybe it was in Hanagatami, where it's just like equating these men going off to war. I mean, maybe it is Hanagatami because he does talk about his mom a lot in that. Like, there's a lot about him trying to live up to his parents' expectations of him, or of what a man should be. But it's basically just like all these boys dying overseas are probably just crying out for their mom. It's really sad, honestly, but now we have the scene where the doctor is now treating all of the boys that were hit with stones during this fight. And he says, a kid's war game is like the grown-up's war. You start by yourselves, but then the war takes control of human beings. Then you become an uncontrollable ghost. Wars drag human beings around. Your war game turned out that way too. That's just more of obviously the equating just adolescence with the adult world as well. But Osugi does say, like, since the war game has basically been called off, he basically says to Suda, like, we need to have a fight one-on-one now since this is between you and me, basically. And then we have just this amazing shot of them both just in buckets in the river. Just like, basically the duel that this kid came up with is we're going to have, like, whoever falls in the water first loses the duel. It's a really funny scene, honestly. Like, I like it.
I mean, he's trying to use a good strategy. He's like, I'm
light.
My body's smaller, so I chose water. Like even the playing field, basically.
Yeah, I had no chance of being him on land, basically.
Yeah.
So, it is really funny though because both these kids are kind of in love with the sister, and the sister is supposed to be the judge of this, but she sees in another great shot, obviously, her boyfriend again rafting down the rapids, and she like waves at him and then jumps on the like rock slide. And just goes down in the water and gets on with him. I love the shots as the raft is leaving, but it is a very sad scene eventually because after she gets on, it's kind of like happy. He gives her a letter, and it's obviously his draft notice. And I can't remember if this is him or her that says this, but one of them says a Japanese man has to become a soldier. This is the times. I think that might be her, honestly.
No, it's him.
Is it him? Okay.
Because I don't think she wants him to go at all.
No, she doesn't want him to go.
So I think that's her position the whole time. He's the one that changes his mind.
Yeah.
So those raft seem kind of fun.
The raft scene's amazing.
Although
the raft seems really fun.
I would be afraid of how it would hold my body weight.
Well, it's also like you can technically do this now. Like there is white water rapids.
Probably really strong.
Think so?
It's more about
they are.
They look thin.
You mean the wooden rafts? They're definitely strong.
Yeah, they could definitely. They're holding both of them fine.
I don't know. I don't know why. It just like scares me.
But I mean, you could literally do this now. Like there's whitewater rapids that you can go down.
All right, let's go.
No, that shit terrifies me. So
yeah, I would. As long as I am guaranteed to not bust my head open.
There's no guarantees. That's why the people do it. After this scene, though, the sister... We're back at the house, and the sister is basically apologizing to the main kid for leaving them alone. And she does explain, I guess, just more of their backstory, just to give us more backstory on, I guess, just their social class in general. Because she says how her mother's dead, and Osugi's her half-brother, because her dad and his dad owns the shipping agency, basically. And he's had 2 kids with basically prostitutes or just concubines. So, yeah, that's just more backstory on just how they came to be, because it's going to play a big part, obviously, just later on. Because the reason she obviously gets sold is because their parents are poor. So, and that's why all the girls get sold in this movie. But, we do have just like this one random ass scene. It's just a great shot of all these kids on stilts playing before the adults come and steal them from them and start playing on them. Like I don't know, it's just kind of funny. Like I mean, he could be saying something there. You know, adults like to steal the joy from children, including me. I hate no. No.
Yeah, if you want to do like 2 maybe drastically different movies with that kind of idea, pair this with like It.
Okay.
Isn't that movie about like how like
something devouring children?
Yeah, devouring children.
Like war.
Like...
Cut the cameras. That Which one? Like even the new one would be worse.
Wait, which one's worse? You think?
I don't know. Well, this Stephen King with this, like,
Are you a Stephen King hater?
it's just like it would be insane. Like,
I'm not saying like I'm like a huge fan of it or anything, but it's just
I
like,
guess so.
it's just kind of a funny double feature or something. I don't know.
It would be a funny double feature.
But are you a Stephen King hater though?
Honestly, maybe House could be better. Honestly, that probably has the same kind of
Same
audience.
director.
Same audience.
I was just saying it's like a funny one though. Oh, you mean House with it?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
I was like, this one was just like, oh no, like
most random.
it's
double
almost
feature.
disrespectful to this movie. Like,
It would be disrespectful.
Yeah. I thought I was about to say disrespectful to it.
Okay.
no.
He likes this movie.
That's why I said House.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You got the house.
Took me a second there.
Yeah. Because that one, a lot of people say that's like similar themes too, but it's like just wrapped
It
in this
is.
chaos and like bad filmmaking. The same, like
Oh my
it.
god.
A moment of silence.
A moment of
Let's
silence for
let him
House.
sit with
The
that.
moment of silence because he's cooking.
You smell burning?
Good.
Continuing on with the movie, their punishment for this duel that they had basically is, I think, just mapping out the town. I don't know. It's kind of just a weird scene, but it's just more. It's just shots of them like walking around the town together with the kid just like drawing things on his like sketchbook. But
fisherman guy.
Huh?
The creepy fisherman guy.
Yes, because I think we get to that part where they're just like walking around. I think Osugi knows his sister, or like his mom, obviously, but we have this like great shot of them just like I don't know if they're in a boat or just like sitting under the bridge or whatever, but they're eavesdropping on his mom having a conversation with basically a pimp. There is this woman in the background, this older lady, just singing the song about the fields, the mountains, and the seacoast in the background, which is really cool during this scene. But yeah, basically the mother is just talking about selling his sister to this pimp, like I said. He wants her to pay, or she wants him to pay her a lot more money for the scene for her daughter, obviously, because she's the most beautiful in town or whatever. It's just a really sad scene all around, because the guy basically just says like, we're in a recession now, that like everyone's selling their daughters and they're all going to Shochiku or whatever, I think is the town where their brothel is. And it's like just thinking about that in itself is just like really insane. Like, times were so bad that literally like brothels were getting overrun with all these people just trying to sell their daughters for money. Like, it's crazy shit. But we do get the scene after that of Asugi going to his dad and trying to stop the selling of his sister, which his dad just looks like this fucking like basically a gang member almost, or like what you would equate to just a Yakuza member, because like in Japanese movies, like if they're tatted up like that, they're obviously not the greatest type of guy, or at least that's how they view them. But I like the tattoo that he has though. But
would you get one?
That would cost a lot of money, a full ass back tattoo that's that intricate. But I would not get one. I don't think I'm too much of a wuss, so I don't like pain.
That's the one thing keeping you from doing it.
I mean, yeah, it is pain.
I'm just like, for me, like I'm scared of tattoos because I just don't trust myself.
Like, you think you get addicted to
decision?
Oh, okay.
Of like what to be a tat on my body because it's like permanent.
Well, see, that's what people say at the beginning, but that's why they get addicted to it, is because like after that, like you don't really care. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people still do, obviously, what they put on their body. But
yeah.
But yeah, I would have tattoos if I wasn't a baby. So, but yeah, he's basically just begging his dad not to sell her, and the dad, he says like, I think he ends up slapping the kid and just says it's too late. Like she's got 3 days and then she's off to the brothel, and I'm just like, damn. But we do have next just this great shot of that officer and the sister's boyfriend riding into town on the boat, because this is obviously the man that's going to be taking all of these draftees to where they're supposed to be going. He's the officer of this town, so. But it's a really sad scene because I think like this guy is basically just doing the ceremonial, just like the military ceremony of the mom basically giving her son over to the government, because he like hands the mom something and then just says something about how like the son is going off to war and the mom's just crying there, and it's just another just like great folk singing of just like all the townspeople behind her just singing this song about it. But we do have next Pseudo meeting the sister at the same shrine that they met at earlier, and he's begging her also not to go to the brothel. But she doesn't really have a choice, honestly. But she does say that she's not going to go, at least right now, and she is running away with her boyfriend tonight. I do have that we just have this great shot of them like laying back on like the gravestones with her arm around him. It's just like really sweet. But she does say not to tell her brother, and then like starts crying and runs through the graveyard. We do have this. I don't know if this is a random scene, but that same officer basically comes looking for the sister again, and he gives her or he wants to give her a present, and so he hands it to obviously Osugi because she's not there, and then he just leaves, and Osugi just smashes on the ground because he hates this guy, or he hates any man that has an interest in his sister, basically. But but then we have like this amazing scene of the boyfriend, the sister, almost running away, or at least the sister is definitely ready to run away, but her boyfriend changes his mind, as I think Danny mentioned earlier, and says that he's got to be a man basically and go to war. It is a very well shot scene because it's the same.
They have like the sparklers above them. It's like so crazy. It's like makes no like sense why they're there.
Exactly. Why those kids are
holding
there.
them?
But still, like, why are they holding it above them?
It's so cool.
But like, what's cool as fuck, so you don't even care, because it's like raining sparklers on them.
It is the entire discussion.
Yeah.
But yeah, she basically says like, "Why are you doing this?" He says, "Because I'm a man," and she says, "What about a woman?" And that's kind of what we already mentioned earlier. But he does end up hugging her and just says that he'll be back. And then the scene kind of ends. It is, I think, quickly cut after that to the boyfriend talking with some of the other just like privates that got drafted into the army, and one of them says that, or tells him that his girlfriend has been drafted, or not drafted, but has been sold to the brothel. And so we don't get the ending of that yet, because the new chapter card comes up with chapter 3, which is just Rescue Ocho, which is the sister's name. So she is being prepared for shipment, basically. It's a kind of a crazy scene, because it's almost like if you think about their family, like they are a shipping family, and so the mom probably has like experience just shipping products, and it's almost like she's literally preparing her daughter just to be shipped off. Like she's, I don't know, it's crazy. But then we just get like these quick scenes of the pimp going around to at least a few of the other girls. I think maybe only 2. Like we don't see all 5 getting taken, but we do see a few of the other ones also getting taken from their homes by this guy, like literally ripped from their mom's arms. But but the children's plan in this movie to save her is honestly really creative. Like this guy, like the main kid, has been the brains behind all of the war games and just everything in general in this movie. And so his plan is he's going to climb up this lighthouse, which dope-ass lighthouse, love this shit. Yeah. And he's just going to watch from afar and basically just tell them what to do by flashing them signals up from up there. I think all the kids are basically just lined up waiting for them to walk past, and they're all painted white. Like, it's very starkly white in the camera, too. Like, it looks amazing.
Yeah, they look like mannequins almost.
They do.
Or, like, honestly, like a Greek marble statue or something.
Like this have you seen? No, this looks like maybe Ritual of Transfigured Time. Doesn't that statue come alive almost?
Oh,
or
yeah.
Is it like all painted white? So
this also has kind of like silent film black and white look to it as well.
This one does, yeah. Maybe it's just like more hazier. Is that what you were saying?
I think it's just the restoration might be worse.
Yeah.
No.
But also the whites are very like white.
I know. I think it's done on purpose.
Yeah. So
the least effects we're talking about.
And I feel like a lot of unrestored silent films.
It's like there's basically not a lot of contrast. So even the blacks are pretty bright too.
Yeah.
Overexposed a little bit. So like everything has like the glowy feeling almost.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say that's on purpose for sure. But their whole plan is basically they're gonna set off some fireworks as the men walk by to just distract them, kind of scare them, and then they're gonna just steal the girls that were sold and run away. And so they do. And this is kind of the beautiful thing about this movie is like it is a kid's plan because there's no plan for after. Like they don't really know what they're gonna do. They're just trying to get them. Like, but all the girl, it's just a really depressing sequence in general because all the girls literally, like after their running's done, the main girl basically just says what all the other girls are thinking and what they all eventually like find out is like, our parents sold us. Like we have nowhere to go. Like we're literally all alone. Like we have to go back to him. Otherwise, like there's literally just nowhere for us to go.
Yeah.
And it's really like it's even more depressing because this pimp that's selling them. Like it's honestly a good thing that he's kind of just like so ridiculous looking in this movie because if he wasn't, he'd be like I mean, he is straight up evil in general. But like since this is supposed to be a comedy, he's not as evil as he could appear like just in a movie because he does just kind of like look just like funny, but he is just like giving this like maniacal laugh and just tells everyone to like stop chasing them because he just says what the girl said, like, oh, their parents sold them to us, like what are they gonna do? Like but yeah, then we get we just get shots of all the girls basically just walking slowly back to him, and it's really sad. And then we have just a great shot of them like also, well, actually, I guess before we get that great shot of them all lined up at the boat, we do get the military officer also finding out that the boyfriend has run away, or like one of the privates has run away. It's a wonderful like just shot in general of him sitting and sheathing his sword and handing it to the main kid's dad because that just like Japanese screen behind him just looks so good. I wish I could read kanji because I want to know what it says, but his dad does like stop him for a second and explains why he ran away, and that honestly makes this guy even more mad because he's also just like a stupid man and he's jealous because he also likes this history, so he's like, I'm gonna kill him. But the dad does just say like, hey, just wait for him. If you want to find him, just wait for him at the boat because that's where they're shipping off the girls. Basically, it's where Osha's getting shipped off. So then we get the great shot, as I was about to mention before, of just all these girls lined up with the boss. Just like all 5 of them just lined up there, and they all get on the boat together. There's a great shot of them just riding down the river together, seeing sad. That like this, it's an amazing just like shot of just like the camera just following them as these kids are just singing this really sad song about like never being able to come back home. On the like because they're like
girls are singing too, aren't they?
I think all of them are singing.
All
like yeah, because I think the townspeople are also watching all this too.
No, that is one of my favorite shots.
It's a beautiful scene, but also just like really depressing. So, but we do have the officer and another pretty good shot, honestly, of him just up on like just this bell tower, just like ringing this bell, like calling the townspeople together because he wants them to all witness an execution, basically, because his plan is he's gonna shoot the boyfriend in front of all of them or shoot the deserter from the lighthouse. We do see that the main kid has fallen asleep on his duties up at the lighthouse and is just like laying there passed out. And whenever the officer comes up, this guy's like full on crazy at this point. Like he's literally like just so like roided out with a love rage. I don't know. Or like this horny rage maybe. Like I don't know. But he goes and just like runs up and like he looks through his binoculars just to see the other soldier like giving this elusive like, oh, he's in the boat, he's in this like boat, because we do have like this amazing just like kind of long shot of just this lone boat just like drifting through the water and with no one on it.
No, I love that shot. Actually, these probably have like 2 of my favorite shots in the movie of because like we see this woman just working in the foreground, and then you just see this boat just like float by. You think there's no one in it. And then there's the shot of him running to the lighthouse, the soldier, with the horse under him. He's like framed by the horse. Yeah, it's such a good shot. Yeah, no, it's crazy. Just some of these kind of. This is why, man, like Obayashi is still like he's still able to use his style. And, like, definitely. No, yeah, you can still tell some of obviously. Yeah, And honestly, just like the shot of this empty boat, like once you
just
then
drifting past the lighthouse.
yeah,
is
and
so
just
good.
like going to save her is just like amazing.
It is. I mean, because it drifts. I mean, you're thinking it's just drifting all the way there, but like the soldier does, like he's like, oh, he's on the boat because he has to be. But the boyfriend does pop out of the water whenever he reaches the other boat, and she literally like, so to stop these guys from just like grabbing her, she douses herself in fire or in gasoline, and then just holds up a match and says, "If you guys get me, I'm just gonna light myself on fire." And so they all back up, and she jumps into his arms. It's kind of a great scene. Like all the townspeople that have been called out to watch are just cheering in the because we have like just these cutaway shots, just this crowd watching, basically like they're an audience. But then we're back up at the lighthouse now, and the officer is now loading his gun. He prepares to fire it, and then the kid. This is one of the craziest scenes, honestly. But the kid bites his ankle, makes him miss his shot. This dude just like picks him up and tosses him off the lighthouse, just like crazy shit.
It's crazy.
It's fucking funny as hell. Like I laugh every time. I laugh so hard whenever this happened. We do get more of some more comedy before the ultimate ending of this movie because the dad watches the guy do this, like watches him toss his son into the river, and so he like goes off, like he twirls his mustache and goes and jumps in after him, but he can't swim. And so this other just like random old guy that's just been sitting there this entire time like just goes in after him and like saves him. Funny ass shit. But obviously the officer is now preparing the killing shot, and he's singing while he does it, like he's just singing this soft song to himself. And then whenever he actually shoots the guy, it's really cool because like Obayashi does some like interesting techniques of just like making the clouds like just really really dark, like I don't know if that's just like raising the contrast to, like make them like that, but he obviously has CGI thunder too. But yeah, the actual shot of him getting actually shot is really cool because the blood just like pops. I don't know. It's all in black and white, but it looks insane in this because it's just like super super black on his body. But he does just like fall basically into her arms, and then the kid is still alive. Obviously, he got tossed into the river, so he's not like dead. It just was very funny that this guy just threw him off a lighthouse.
The way like he falls off is like a silent film.
It is. It's like just a rag doll, obviously, because they were gonna actually throw a kid off that high probably. But the kid is watching from the river now, and he just sees her, and then he just sees her through like fire because she sets herself on fire. Just a really sad ending, obviously, to her story at least, but. After that, I think it's voiceover where I think the main kid says, "Even if I wake up, I feel as if I'm still dreaming." And then it's chapter 4, the epilogue, and this is a very
also I also really like the last shot of this scene before the epilogue is like it cuts to the crowd as the last shot.
The crowd, yeah,
because it's like that's like the crowd just watched all of this stuff happen, almost like how we've been watching the movie, like
exactly
these swings of motion, and then it kind of ends
like they're the audience in this situation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because it's like, damn, like it makes you just think about like, damn, what did the hell just see? Like,
I mean, yeah,
like, that's how he ends up.
But yeah, the epilogue now it's not super long. This is just like probably the last 10 minutes of the movie, but it does open with just this great shot of just sky and grass. Like it's just looking up at the sky. It's fucking amazing. And then we get basically a repetition of the very beginning of the movie of all the kids walking to school to this drum beat that we've been hearing. And then we have just Osugi and Sudo, the two main kids, praying at what you would assume is like his sister's shrine one last time. And then Sudo says in voiceover, "As time passes, I still remember the sadness and anger. We aren't kids anymore." And then there's just this great cutaway to all the kids in the school ground. Just a shot of them just in the courtyard. And then we just get dolly shots of both sides of the teachers, like just all these adults watching them. Like they're basically just like pinning them in almost. And I'm pretty sure the officer that killed basically both the other kids is giving them a speech about what their job as children of this Japan is almost. And we have just this amazing shot of all these kids just holding this rope as Sudo continues in voiceover. There's only one thing left: bearing the remains of our dreams with our own hands. Our last practical joke. And then they just pull apart the stage that this man's standing on. we get some kind of classic Obayashi just CGI of just like this man falling in a hole basically, and everyone just like all the adults falling into holes too,
Yes.
as the kids just cheer, and then that eventually dissolves too into maybe the best shot in the movie of just like the school just basically turning into this side of just the mushroom cloud.
Yes.
Amazing, just like it's like a rapid pullback from the school into the bomb. Like, I don't know, it's a crazy shot.
It's an amazing effect.
And then the last thing that appears on screen is you go to the fields, to the hills, to the beaches to put down flowers picked from hills at noon. Your round eyes are sadder than the blue sky.
With the atomic bomb cloud.
With the atomic bomb cloud. And then that's the end of Bound for the Fields, the Mountains, and the Seacoast.
It's also a good way to start Hanagatami.
Great way to start Hanagatami. I mean,
which one has the better atomic cloud?
I mean, this one's real. The other one's CGI, but the other one's amazing also. So this one's just a real ass shot of, I'm pretty sure, the atomic bomb, like the actual cloud, actually
Obayashi dropped his own atomic bomb.
yeah, he would definitely do
for
that.
the movie.
No, that I think you're thinking of Christopher Nolan.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. Well, no one got it from Obayashi.
That's true. But yeah, I mean, we're going to be talking obviously more about just this type of theme, these type of themes whenever we come back from the break. But I do like to end this movie at least with the "I pass flowers in bloom." It's as agonizing as it is honorable, because that's one reason why I wanted to pair these two movies together, because if anything, this is the more, like I think Danny said, he said it as almost negative, but I say it as kind of loosely positive. Like, this one is a more focused version of Hanagatami, of showing what war does to these kids. I love Hanagatami. We're going to get into that after the break, I guess, though. So
yeah.
And we are back from the break to talk about Obayashi, or the last film in our series, Hanagatami. So Obayashi's second to last movie, the movie that he thought that he was going to die while making, though. So, I mean, that's obviously a big part of just Hanagatami's background. He made this, I think he started making this, and then he found out that he got diagnosed with cancer that was terminal and was, I think, given 6 months to live or something.
Yeah.
And you can definitely feel just that in this movie. Like, it's just this, basically this old man that knows this is his last thing that he's going to put out into the world, or thinks, at least obviously thought it was his last thing, the last thing he was going to put out into this world. And so he's definitely putting everything he has into almost every frame of this movie, dude. Like, definitely. It's one of his most beautiful movies, just like to watch. Like, I love the green screen in this. I know that Luke probably, like, he said this is like the masterpiece of green screen, at least.
Yeah.
And I agree.
I don't know how you disagree.
I think
don't even start, bro.
Don't even start, bro. We'll let Dan get his opinions later, I guess. But I mean, I don't remember the first time I watched this, but I did. I fell in love with it, just like the way it's told. Like, I love the story I just love the themes of, I guess at the time I didn't really equate this to House, but I do now after reading that Obayashi literally said it was basically the same script. But I just love this, like, theme of basically a nation just devouring the youth it's basically just raising these youths to devour them almost, and just repeating this cycle over and over and over again. It's kind of a hopeless movie also, kind of, like, at the end of the day, because, like, I mean, there's no clear, like, break to the cycle. Like, Obayashi can't think of a way, like, that this cycle can be broken. I don't really think the ending has anything obviously to say about that. It's just like he's basically just saying, do you have, like, the courage to jump or not? I don't know. But I mean, I'll go ahead and let Luke I'll let you give your overall opinions, because I know that
I just realized Luke's profile picture on Letterboxd from this movie.
you didn't know that?
You didn't realize that? You didn't see, like, because there's, like, a lot of different shots of that same hill.
Yeah, no, yeah.
And so it's, like, almost teasing it.
That's crazy.
For, like, a while.
It's been his header for as long as I followed him.
No, honestly, like...
No, it hasn't.
It has. I didn't follow him before that, I don't think. Like, that's been his header.
This has been my header since, like, senior year of high school.
Really?
Yes, junior, senior year of high
When's
school.
the first time you watched it?
Or maybe it was...
Well, let me look at your activity.
It was, yeah, it was...
I think mine was...
2022.
Yeah, I think mine was...
So, yeah,
also
wait, what...
2022.
But
month?
Blake must have followed you before that. We'd already started the podcast.
Wait, what month of 2022 did I watch it?
Did we, though?
Yeah, we
I mean, I know that we started.
You definitely followed him before that.
See, I have
no recollection of
Okay,
what
we had
Luke
was,
before,
what
like,
voice
yeah, it's
header
like,
would have
that's
been,
why I was like,
so-
no, those are-
I had Elmo at one point.
Maybe I do
Yeah,
remember
you
that
do.
one.
Or...
It's just that, either way, he's had it for a long time.
Yes, he has.
Yeah, I don't know if I should change it.
But I was like, yeah, you
since
definitely knew Luke before those.
Since I'm literally graduating, like, this week. So, like, I don't know if I should change it. Or should I keep... Or is it like a classic?
I mean, you just rewatched it, so is it worth keeping?
Obviously.
Yeah, but maybe it's just like as a profile picture, because it's also my Twitter one, so maybe I should just switch it up. Like,
I mean, just cause.
yeah, but I don't know.
I feel like it's the wrong episode to bring that up. On
Yeah.
You're like,
But
I love this movie so much.
Do you guys think do you guys at least think the profile picture's good?
Oh, yeah, I love
It's
it.
a cool
Yeah.
one? Okay. It's like unique. You're acting shady.
I do like it.
Okay.
It's one of the better moonshots in the movie. What?
All of them.
I just said it's one of the better moonshots in the movie. Why? I just said a completely neutral statement. Blake's like, oh my god.
I'll find anything.
It even sounds-
I mean, you are right though. You are right. But they're all like really good though.
I mean, keep going. You're the one who's
Yeah.
No, I thought Blake was still going. Sorry.
No. Yeah, you can go ahead. And give your opinions on it.
Yeah,
I'll
incredible movie. Spoiler: this is probably my favorite Obayashi. Like, surprise. I flirted with casting Blossoms of the Sky for a while, but like I have to be honest with myself. This one is just like, as he kind of mentioned, like the kind of putting everything like in your heart on screen is very evident here, and I think also this is just his best looking movie in general. Like the colors and like the green screen and how he kind of like collides the two, or I should say the IRL kind of real life shooting plus the green screen and how he collides them is just like incredible. Like the scenes where they're eating in the like house and then you can just see the green screen out the windows. It gives like a really cool effect. And yeah, it's fucking beautiful. The moonshots are obviously like all time. At least some of them.
Is Obayashi a moon director or sun director? I mean, he does have more moon shots, but he has a lot of sun shots.
But you could say he turned from a sun to a moon director, maybe.
What sun shots does he have?
Like in the Onamichi trilogy.
Okay.
There's a lot of sunset shots in those.
Okay, I can see that. I guess he does have sunset shots in this one too.
But this is definitely a moon movie.
But it's a
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
It's a movie. Yeah. No, yeah, this movie is just damn, it's just fucking beautiful. I don't know.
How many times have you seen it now?
It's my third time, I think.
Third time.
Yeah, it's definitely an assault on the senses too. Like it throws a lot at you.
It does.
But,
It does.
I can take it.
I don't know if Danny agrees with this, but I will say, I mean, these movies they kind of fly by for me.
Yeah,
So-
I can kind of agree.
Like Casting Blossoms did. I mean, I know that Danny doesn't think 7 weeks definitely didn't for him, but it does kind of fly by for me. But
There's some
this one
interesting
also
like.
does.
It's definitely has some weird parts of it, like the fact that she's like a vampire and shit or whatever. I kind of get it.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you get about it?
It's like something about like her innocence being taken away because like vampires are like.
I mean, for all of you guys, that's a good guess. You're like, oh.
But like think about it, like a child being bit by a vampire makes it so they can't grow older, right? Is that like that's how it works, right?
Yeah, I think.
So like,
is that? I mean, that's kind of cool if that was actually true.
like,
no. Up or is like.
But no, the vampires when they bite you stay the same age, right?
Oh really?
Yeah, because remember in Sinners,
okay.
the final credit scene, they're like the Michael B. Jordan twin and Haley Steinfeld are the same age while his brother's like older.
That's true. I just never thought about it.
So that's kind of what I. That's what
honestly,
I
it's like my least favorite trope in cinema is vampires. I hate it. It's like
You
the
hate
blood and the kind of design.
I mean, it depends on
I don't know
the
in
movie.
general. I mean, in this one, it's not that big of a deal, honestly. But I'm just saying, like, I don't like.
I mean, this one she's
movies.
not really a vampire. I mean, like.
Yeah.
Also, there's probably some like
that's just some weird plot moments.
No, yeah.
stuff with like the menstrual like cycle too. Is that's probably also another reading you can do on it, but
I feel like that is a part of a lot of vampire. I mean, that's not why I hate vampire movies. I'm not. It's not that. That's not the reason.
Great. You're outing yourself as a feminist right now.
It's one of my least favorite monster-like bits. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
I prefer like just a big monster like Godzilla or something.
Yeah.
Like what?
Godzilla.
Oh yeah. You got me.
But I know you love this movie too. Like, I mean, obviously you've been saying that, but is there anything specific that makes this stand out among the Obayashi themes? Is it just, and you said it's like one of the most beautiful movies.
I mean, like just the way he shoots it.
Because I would say it's the way he shoots is similar to maybe more Casting Blossoms.
But I mean, that one's more. This one's more into like the. This one's more fictional, or at least into like the. That one is like this. It's this one's more like personal, or at least I don't know how to say this.
I mean,
it's more into the personal stories of the or. Okay, it's not as. Casting Blossom Sky has this kind of distance, you could say, where it's like the historical perspective.
It's like documenting an occasion.
Yeah.
Almost.
Well, this one, I don't know. It just feels. I don't know the best word for it. Like. I don't know.
You're watching the story of youth, man.
Yeah, so I guess maybe, but I know for you that's like a
personal.
Yeah, personal, I guess is the best way I can maybe say.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, it is extremely personal, obviously, to Obayashi. So.
I just the way it flows too is just I really like it, but
that's a big part of why I think it flies by. I mean, Danny, what do you think about this movie? You've been oddly quiet. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I thought it was okay. Like, I would put it probably in between Casting Blossoms and 7 Weeks for me.
Which one's higher?
Casting Blossoms more.
Okay.
7 Weeks a little less.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And like it kind of relates to Bound. I'm kind of glad you picked these two.
To put together
because it makes sense, like just thematically.
Yeah.
I think when we talk about a lot of the conversations, they even have kind of feel the same.
Yes.
But then also really accentuates why I just don't like these anti-war trilogy movies because it's because of how he's editing them. Basically, how he's like choosing to do them, which basically you could say. Usually, I'm a defender of late style. I mean, almost always. This one, I'm like, I kind of prefer the earlier ones.
Damn.
I'm surprised that you don't like this one a little bit more, I guess, just because I do feel like the shot length itself is longer than
there are some longer ones for sure, but even the green screen, like, it's good, but I don't know, I even thought Casting Blossoms looked better to me, honestly.
Ooh.
I mean, just in terms of like the images, like
I mean, some of the images
and I think a lot of it is just these like personal stories that are just like really annoying to me. It has that same actress, like who's like always smiling all the time.
I know it does, and I knew you'd hate her.
I call her Smiley in my notes. I'm like,
Smiley,
bro. Like, it's like that's all she can do. And even the guy's like that in this one too. He's like annoying the fuck out of me, like, smiling, fucking everything. Like
he's supposed to be innocent.
And, it's got that kind of like early 2000s like high school movie or high school TV show where everyone's like 30 or 35.
But that's not the point. That's like literal choice.
He's trying to do that for the effect. Like,
no.
Yeah,
but early 2000s movies has that. They're like, oh no, this is just bad casting.
Okay, but they don't do it for the effect.
I'm just saying the effect is bad.
They do it because like that's like who they want it. Like it's a different reason. Because it's like this is even more extreme than a lot of those examples.
Okay, I know I shouldn't be hated for that one
Because
it's just
it's a very clear style.
Like honestly, that's maybe another expression of this idea of like I like the early Obayashi where it's actually kids just playing kids, you know.
But you hid this lonely.
Okay, yeah, that one. Well, the reason why I don't like This Lonely kind of relates to this one in terms of like,
Oh my god!
just in terms of how personal the stories are compared to Cassie and Blossoms. Honestly, I've been reading some Renoir interviews, and I just read about this today, so it's kind of reminding me. But you could say Obayashi is more in he talks about the difference between classicism and romanticism in just like art history. And you could say Obayashi is more of a romantic director, like basically the tradition of romanticism, in terms of what he emphasizes. Like basically this kind of basically different compared to classicism. I'll talk about it with Renoir, but part of that is that kind of maybe that personal aspect, and that maybe the more sentimental things Luke was talking about is just some. I can like it, but it's usually something I don't like in filmmakers. I like a more detached style usually.
I mean, you do like John Woo, obviously, so I can't hate too much on him. Like you do like
but
some
even with John Woo, you were getting mad. No, you were getting mad because I didn't love all his movies.
I shouldn't even brought it up.
You're the one who brought him up. I do like John Woo more though. I think he actually picks stories that kind of fit his style a little better.
You're like, Obayashi just sucks at writing.
It's more the editing to me. It's just like it's dizzying to me, and I admit it. It's a stylistic thing. You know, it's like a musician. I think
you said Disney.
Dizzy. And I saw someone post a quote. I think it was maybe one of the Letterboxd reviews. So I don't know. I haven't seen it. I didn't read it. Where someone posted Obayashi said something like, "I'm not a filmmaker, but I'm a rock star" or something.
Okay.
And he said that as a positive. I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But to me, it's like that's why. I already said I don't like rock music in general. So it's like maybe there's some kind of.
I don't know the
there.
difference.
Like,
I don't know like the connection between him and.
Well, I'm like, I don't know. Maybe just these editing of these kind of movies, the way they're edited and stuff.
Like music video.
Danny's talking about the editing style.
The editing style, more like a rock. I don't know. Like I don't know enough about rock, but
an assault on the
there's
senses.
some kind of vibe. Yeah, maybe that's like the assault on the senses. I prefer when a director's like, you know. I don't hate that all the time, but generally I like a more poetic.
Tony Scott's like an assault on the senses.
Poetic sensibility.
Tony Scott has a lot of Obayashi.
Yes, but also Tony Scott's like. I said the same thing with John Woo. I think he picks the stories better. And honestly, even compared to some of these movies, you could say Tony Scott's movies are slow. Like, for one example, the dialogue is like cut normally, usually.
No.
Maybe they're talking normal. Like, it's like, it doesn't feel like they're cutting like so fast between the...
Depends on the
scene. It depends on the movie. Yeah. Some of those movies have a lot of fast
cuts. If they're in like an action scene, I feel like if there's dialogue during it, it's cut like that.
No, yeah.
Yes, but even I feel like the shot reverse shots compared to Obayashi film will feel slow, even though like
depends on
because some of like 7 weeks.
Maybe the
7 weeks like I was already getting like.
I'm thinking isn't like Taking a Pelham 1, 2, 3 when like Denzel Washington's in that chair and it's like high pressure, isn't it? The cutting.
Yeah.
No, I'm not debating. Tony Scott definitely loves a nice some shot reverse shots between people,
but it's like fast too.
But I even feel like compared to Obayashi, you feel slow. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
But yeah, maybe if I rewatch this again, I would like start to understand what some of the dialogue and the kind of character relationships a little more, because it does feel confusing to me. But like at the end of the day, I don't want to talk because obviously, like I've said, I've liked these Obayashi themes and like even Bound for the Fields, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't want to hate on that. I don't want to make it sound like I'm hating on that part of the movie or anything.
You're like, I love imperialism and fascism. That's what you mean, right? You just love the Axis powers. Huh?
It does feel like it may be a little overly green screeny to me.
Yeah. Okay.
Not in a great way. Not in a great way.
But the green screen, it's cool though.
The images he decides to have on the green screen are amazing. But, I mean, it will be interesting to try to talk about this movie because, I mean, it's gonna... a lot of my scenes just have they're here, then they're here, then they're here. So
Looks cool as fuck.
See, that's another
Looks
part I
cool
don't
as
like
hell.
about the.
Looks
Why?
cool. Looks cool.
That's
looks
like
cool.
that's like honestly 7 weeks had this problem, just like cutting from scene to scene of people talking in different rooms, and then back in the original room, and then talking in a different room. A lot of medium close-ups.
There's a lot of like cool outside shots that kind of break.
Either
it up.
medium close-ups or just close-ups of them talking with like a kind of CG background.
a dope
I don't
ass
know,
CG
like-
background.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, maybe like it has a lot of the same complaints with 7 weeks that I had too.
The lighting in this movie is also kind of insane. I love the lighting in this movie.
Oh.
There's a lot of
Oh,
just
yeah.
green and red, just like basically like lights just lighting people up. I feel like I don't know. It's really cool, but I mean we can go ahead and get into it. Like I said, it'll be interesting, but it does open with what I kind of ended our last segment with before the break. An illusion I pass flowers in bloom. It says agonizing as it is honorable. A quote by Kazuo Don. So I mean that quote in itself is amazing, as I
Yeah.
kind of was already bringing up beforehand. Like that's what
What do you think he means by an illusion? Like I get the last part.
like
but
that's just like this whole thing is basically just youth to me. Like
you're saying it's
an
like
illusion. Like it's an illusion that they're even like innocent almost. Like
Okay.
or it's almost like an illusion they're alive. Like
Okay.
at least that's what it means to me almost. But because he's like I pass flowers in bloom, obviously that's young people. It's as agonizing as it is honorable because you're like thinking about what they're about to be subjected to,
Yeah.
or just like their death.
Damn.
Because that's just also like flowers in general. They're like they bloom for a little bit and then they just die.
Yeah. That part I get. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's also just like why I love Bound for the Fields too, because whenever I watched Bound for the Fields the first time, the only movie of Obayashi's that I had in my mind was this movie.
Yeah.
Very clearly, I feel like, but yeah, then we just get like this great opening shot as we get some title credits. We get like this. This is why I almost like don't know if this Hanagatami book is even real or if it's just like this made up thing, because this is also going to be the shot that kind of ends the movie, but it's just the main character kind of portraying his act, or like I'm pretty sure it's just the actor portraying himself in these scenes almost, but he's just sitting there kind of explaining this book that called Hanagatami that was written by Kazuo Don.
Yeah.
So that's like I'm not sure if this is even a real book almost, or if this is just like what Obayashi decided to put in the movie. Like this is like his story almost, or like he's Kazuo Don. I'm not sure. I doubt it, but
Oh, apparently it's a novel.
it is a novel. Okay, cool.
Wait, but it's Google AI, so I don't. Oh wait, no, it's real.
Does
I
it
don't know-
have a
I don't
year?
know
Does it have
where-
like a year?
1937.
No. Okay, damn.
I can't find it. Like where to read it. Oh, it's on Goodreads. Has
Might have to read
has a
this book
4.67 rating, average rating on Goodreads.
You published.
See, this is based off a novel, apparently. But it does have, this book is a tribute to all those young people who have had to live their life in war.
Did you mention how he meant for this to be his feature film?
What do you mean?
The script he wrote in the 70s.
Yeah, this is basically the same script that House ended up being.
No, well, because he said House was written by his daughter too.
Yes.
But he originally wanted to make this his feature, and so he saved it for now, which kind of makes sense for Bound for the Fields. Like
he might have had that on his mind anyway. Like
I
just
mean,
the
basically,
script
he's
in
had this
general.
theme on his mind as well.
Exactly.
Even a lot of the other films we've talked about, you know. But it definitely is more explicit, just with like how it affects these like young kids.
Yeah, but see that's also kind of why I like them also being played by older people, because he's definitely calling attention to that. Like I disagree with you on that point, but it would be interesting if he had just all young actors in this, I guess too. But I think it works this way also. But it does open with this shot of a man standing on a cliff. And it has this quote over it saying, "Seen through the wrong end of a telescope, an ordinary scene becomes an ancient story. No, it's not nostalgia, it's heartache for all that's lost." But obviously the man standing on this cliffside is our main character. I don't remember his name right now. I probably have it coming up eventually. But he's just standing there basically contemplating jumping and just this is gonna be the theme of the movie. Like, I guess his mom told him, like, "Are you brave enough to jump?" Like, she was trying to get him to jump or whatever. But the first, but like, it's quickly after he doesn't jump. Obviously, he ends up going to school, and this is where the first large section, first grade, yeah. This is the first large
30-year-old in the first grade class.
Damn, I didn't realize it was first grade.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we were like, it's definitely for a reason.
Yeah, like it's so exaggerated that it has to be.
Because you have like this 40-year-old man also, basically. They're varying ages, but there's definitely some older ones. Like, one of the main characters literally looks like 50, but the first shot of him actually entering the school is one of my favorite. I love just all the cherry blossoms coming in, like bringing the movie into color.
Transitions from black and white to color.
Yeah, it's so good. But we're introduced to most of the main, at least male players in this movie. Like, we have obviously our main guy. We have this guy named Kira, which is the really kind of old and haggard one, the one that's like got the walking stick.
Yeah, walking stick.
And then we are also introduced to, I think his name is Uega.
Yeah, these are the type of kids you see at AAU camps that definitely need their birth certificate checked. They're doing dunks in the layup line. It's supposed to be under 14.
Like, you're not fucking 14. That actually
Wasn't there
happened.
like an adult football team that in Texas that like they tried to pass this high school team?
Did they?
That was a few years ago. Well, remember they were in some documentary or something.
Okay, are you talking about Bishop Sycamore? Because that's not the case.
Bishop Sycamore.
That was just like some shady high school that.
But weren't they hired? Weren't they playing like?
No. That was a shady high school that played IMG when they like. It was such a talent disparity. It was like a really shady high school.
But why were they shady?
Like, it wasn't like a real high school or whatever.
It was a fake
And all their
high school.
players were like bad.
That actually happened though to one of our. Do you remember? Dang, were you playing basketball at that time at ACA? Whenever Chad was there or whatever, the tall ass kid. Like, someone in the crowd literally said, like, we need to like check this guy's driver's license, and they made him check him. Like, at ACA.
I do not remember that.
I mean, he was just like really tall, and that's the only reason. Like he still looked young, at least whenever I was a kid. But it was super random that even happened. But
Was he a kid? Did they check it?
yeah, they checked his driver's license. And it was insane, but yeah, like basically these scenes at the school, like this teacher that they have is he's also what you would call maybe the boyfriend in Bound for the Fields. He's the more pacifist character that we see. Basically is inevitably forced and swept up into this tide of war that comes through.
Yeah.
Because he's obviously trying to teach these kids just literature in general from all over the world. Like, they're reading Edgar Allan Poe, and some of them even say, like, why are we reading
when they
this?
leave it, like, to the shot of the Lenin book.
Oh, yeah, whenever he, like,
Yeah.
like, him, like, wait, is there a shot of that here also? Or is that just later on?
No, it's here. Yeah,
Okay,
there's
cool.
one here.
Because that's also obviously the book that he tears up whenever he gets drafted. It's kind of...
Yeah. But it's like, don't they leave to go... Where they
No, yeah, all three of them end up leaving.
Is it because, like, they want to go to the military, or is that why they leave? Or is it...
I don't think it's really said why they leave.
I hope that's me, because, like, I feel like that would make sense if
I think that's why the first guy leaves, but the other two, I'm not sure.
Because then it cuts to, like, the teacher looking really disappointed, and then it shows
yeah.
the Lenin book.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I felt like was implied, but I'm not totally sure.
I don't know, actually. Because I definitely know the first kid, whenever he walks out, he's definitely not, like, he's just walking out because he's wanting to join the military.
Yeah.
But the main guy is definitely the one that you would say is just more socially, like, he adapts to peer pressure, you would say.
Yeah.
Or, like, he gets peer pressure pretty easily because he basically is idolizing this guy. And maybe that's what the teacher's so disappointed in.
Yeah.
Is, like, he's idolizing this man that the Japanese government would also want to idolize, basically. So,
Damn, yeah.
But after they walk out, though, we do get the first scene with Mina, the main character. Or the main female character. What is Lee doing?
Yeah.
He's like trying to get in some box or something.
I mean, just
Completely
let
ignoring
him get in the
Danny's,
box.
attempts to Danny tried to get his attention. He just dug his head straight like more into the box. Damn.
He's fine. He's fine. This is crazy. I hope we leave this all in. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
But yeah, we're introduced to Mina for the first time after that, and we are immediately she's coughing up blood basically. It is also the shots that Obayashi loves to do, where it's like somewhat black and white, somewhat in color. Like it's pretty great shit. I love the shot of. I mean, it's kind of weird that they're sisters and they're kissing, and she's like sucking the blood out of her, whatever. But it's a great ass fucking shot.
Is it not her mom?
No, it's her sister. So that's her. You thought it was her mom?
Yeah, I was like, wait. Does her mom? Is there a mom in the movie or no?
No, that's a maid, the old lady. No, okay. This girl is the.
You guys have just passed over a lot of like Obayashi's incest stuff. Just like
that's funny, you know.
I mean, a lot of great directors have incest stuff. Isn't that? It's like a Buñuel.
Yeah, but he's actually commenting on it. It feels like Obayashi just like kind of likes it or something.
I don't know about that.
In this scene, like, what the fuck? It's like, it is weird. I didn't know they were sisters at first. I honestly still like. I'm still kind of confused about some of their relationship.
I mean, they're not there. So the older woman in the movie, she's not even old, but she is the ex or the widow basically of Mina's brother. So they're not related or anything, but I mean.
Oh, okay.
It's like she was married to her brother, and then her brother obviously died. Right, so,
right.
But technically,
wait. Yes, so in Obayashi's universe, is she like 1,000 years old or something?
I don't know.
Because she looks like a normal adult. Or she's actually older than.
She's actually like 50 instead of 30, like she looks or something. Yeah. Like
I don't even know.
I mean, the only reason I brought that up though is because I fucking love the shot of like them kissing, like, and then you just get the record playing. It's so good.
Also, I'll say this is gonna be a hot take for sure, but I don't love these beach scenes.
Wow.
Like, I feel like it looks kind of weird with the trees. Like, it just looks kind of uneven.
Okay, what about when they're
like? Riding... It looks like when green screen looks bad.
Okay, but what about when they're riding naked on the horse in the moonlight?
Amazing
on
scene.
The beach.
Amazing scene.
I was like, yeah, I don't get that one.
Damn.
No, I'm kidding. That one's alright. It's just like it's very romantic.
You guys don't like.
It's very the music is very swaying our
You
emotions.
guys never ridden naked with the homie on the beach on a horse in the moonlight? Never happened.
Before you go to war.
Yeah, I thought that was like a canon event.
Actually, now that you bring that up, we've mentioned Hanagatami. You actually mentioned Hanagatami on a different episode. I only found this out because I was like searching for Hanagatami on Apple Podcasts, and our podcast came up for one of them.
Yeah.
Do you remember why you mentioned it?
Can you mention the episode first?
Episode?
No.
Do you remember?
Was it recently or no? I don't know.
It actually wasn't that recent.
It wasn't recent?
Okay, no. I think of like what...
That's why I'm like, I know Luke will remember.
Was it the 2010s draft?
No.
Does that have something to do with
I don't even think Luke will remember even if I mention the episode. You'll remember if I mention the episode.
Does it have something to do
mention
with
the
Fellini?
episode.
What?
Does it have something to do with Fellini?
No.
No? Okay.
It was a draft episode.
Okay, I gotta think about what drafts we've done now.
Okay, I'm just gonna give it away. It'll take too long. It was the actors draft. I knew you still wouldn't. Damn, I'm so glad you still remember.
No, it's the guy.
That's a movie you love, apparently.
Was it a supporting character?
With a great acting performance, and you can't remember the performance. You don't even remember which one you named. Let's go.
They're all too good. They're all too good.
I was just like, there's like, I mean, I don't even. What acting is there? It's just like there's so many cuts.
Was
like
it the guy? Was
he
it
doesn't give that.
It was the guy. It was the guy with the soldier
now you're
kid,
an actor,
right?
guys.
It was a soldier kid, right?
Why are you asking me? It was your pick.
I'm trying to remember.
You're the one who loved it so much.
It was so wild ago, and it's just there's a lot of things that
you put number 7 on your list of greatest acting performances of all time.
That's not. We haven't done a greatest acting performance of all time.
Yeah, it was in your actors.
But no, but it wasn't because we did like one per decade though.
I don't think we did on that.
No, we did. We did.
Damn, I just listened to the episode too.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, bitch.
Yeah, we did too. Yeah, but
so technically not. But
still, like of all the performances,
that was a while ago.
I guess this is a weak decade. Honestly, I'll give you that.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't know if I would do the same if we did it nowadays. I've seen more from 2010s.
All I'll say is, I don't remember the acting at all in this film. Like, I think it's the green screen way more than just the visuals in general.
His is memorable. His face.
I guess. But is it just more of the story of his character too, and just these images of him on a naked horse? Or is it actually the performance? Is it actually
his performance supports the character, I think.
All right. I'm not saying it's bad or anything, but is it like a Chaplin level, top 10?
Okay. That's unfair. Like you're
I mean, you're going to put top 10 on a list.
But it was a 2010s one. You can't compare to Chaplin. Like
there's still like a.
I don't know if I would do the same nowadays.
What's a good 2010?
Because I've seen a lot more great films from the 2010s. I feel like nowadays, or since then. So,
I mean, mine would have probably definitely been like Lee Kong-sheng or something.
Like Adam Sandler and Uncut Gems, I probably would consider as.
Wait, Days? No, maybe not Days.
Adam Sandler from Uncut Gems.
Crazy.
Fucking.
Normie. Isn't that top 10 on Letterboxd or something?
Christian Bale from Night of Cups.
Christian Bale, The Dark Knight.
That's not 2010.
The Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight Rises.
Tom Hardy.
Had to bring it up. Had to have another reason.
Oh God.
I mean, we could do another draft, an actress draft, to redo.
Just do like a top 10 acting.
Because I kind of liked how we chose the decades in that one, where like each one of us got to pick the decade, like.
Oh, you're saying you do it the exact same way?
Or a similar way. We were just jumping around decades, where it was like, if I had first pick, I would choose, okay, we're doing 1960s first. Then all three of us had to pick one, and then you would pick the next decade, and we did.
Oh, that's interesting.
But if we do acting performance, I feel like we have to do it a bit different. Maybe just do top 10 acting performances. Or top 10 actresses and top 10 actors. In terms
we have another draft idea to put on our top 10.
But it's like it's more of a top 10. Alright, whatever.
I mean, we're at the first beach scene of the day. I just like kind of disparaged a little bit by saying it looks bad, but because
I just want to get ahead of you guys saying you're going to love it. So.
I mean, it is great. The house playing the flute next to it, a beautiful CGI scene, not great.
It just kind of took me out of it. Like, oh, it's like
that looks pretty good, man.
That's like why are these trees next to this ocean? How did that happen?
That's like a normal thing, right?
Did trees grow in the sand, like on a beach?
They grow in the sand. What are palm trees?
Okay, have you heard of
only palm trees?
Not only palm tree. What is he sitting on?
See, I know this because I played Minecraft as a kid, and so I was very.
That is not a palm tree.
That could be a palm tree.
That is not a fucking palm tree. First of all, what are the palm trees in Japan? Are there?
I mean, probably. They have a lot of coastal cities that have trees.
But it just looks so obvious. You can tell, like, this is a wooded forest in the foreground.
I mean, islands in the ocean have trees.
I think on purpose he's trying to do this kind of artificiality thing, where it's like, this doesn't make sense that they're talking in a forest right in front of the ocean. Because it's not like...
I don't know what's wrong with you, young people. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Is this a TikTok or something?
Kamal's hair quote, where he's like... Do you guys act like you fell out of a coconut tree?
I haven't seen
She starts like laughing. Have you not seen that?
Like, what's the context? Like, where does she say that?
It was like some I don't know, but it was like a meme. It was a huge meme.
It's like campy.
She's
like
a
TikTok thing.
No, it was like a.
This is like a sound people were using, like when they.
It's just like a funny like. Okay. There's now this is so awkward.
I hope no one.
No, I know what I'm talking about.
I hope no one listening knows what you're talking about too.
So no, they know what I'm talking about.
I hope that they turn the podcast off at this point.
I'm pretty sure if I
these guys never talk about the movie; they just go on tangents.
I mean, if they don't know it, that's this point they can leave.
I mean, for Obayashi feels like the same way. His editing style.
Okay.
Just going wherever, which way.
Damn. Anyways, continuing on.
Yeah, anyways, continue going with the movie. We get a great shot of Mina in her bedroom. I love the shot of the island that you see through the window multiple times. Great shit. I also love her sister walking up those red and pink stairs. Well lit. I don't know.
No, all the shots of the island through the windows that we see are like it's like soft launching my profile picture.
I like
throughout the movie. You're like waiting for like my profile picture to show up. And it eventually does.
I can't be honest. I didn't think of that. I'll watch
it. This is.
I only realized I only realized that while we were recording.
You're a fake friend, bro. That's crazy. That image of the island doesn't make you think of me.
I don't know if I'd ever clicked on it, honestly.
Damn.
But you still see the island in the movie.
No, because I'd never seen the movies, right? So I'd never reason I don't recognize that.
You're just like, that's a cool moonshot.
You've seen it a lot of times. It's like the. Island.
No, I recognize like kind of bluish. And then the moon. I knew the moon was in it.
Whenever she's up there, though, they're kind of just talking about like war and kind of like men in general, because like I know one of them says in Japan all men are sent to war to die. I mean, definitely it was really sad. Like the shot of her giving her medicine was also like really good. I don't know what type of medicine this is, but cool ass shit. We do have I think the first scene with the doctor, and they're just talking about like Mina's lungs and kind of what's wrong with her. And then, cause like anytime this doctor's here, it's basically just an excuse to talk about like Japan in general. Like he's almost like, oh my gosh, he's like mouthpiece, because they're also just talking about like Imperial Japan, what living even means in that context. Like if you're in that context, what does life even mean almost? But eventually though, we do have, I think the main character's name is Toshihiko or Toshi or whatever. And he does come to the house, and all three of them share a dinner together. I kind of love all these dinner scenes too, because these like a lot of them are like wide shot. I feel like not like wide, but they're just like some great shots of just like the head of the table, and you're just watching everyone eat. But maybe not.
With my profile picture in the background.
Always in the background. Yeah. Always. But in this moment, he does mention that he's gonna like invite his friends over as well, and Mina gets like really excited because I mean, why not, you know? But we do also. I did have that in my notes that we have a great shot of just the island through the window as they just talk in her room again. So
yeah, the Luke Island.
The Luke Island. One of the more poignant scenes in the movie is like Mina and Toshi going to like the secret hill where a lot of memory scenes happen and stuff also. But this scene's fucking amazing. Another just amazing
one of the great shots of all time.
It's so good.
I was gonna say right now.
Danny probably disagrees.
With her head with the moon in the background.
It's just unnatural.
Like unbelievable. Like come like it.
I know I should like it more.
That's like one of the coolest shots I've ever seen.
It just looks too fake to me.
But that's not a bad thing though.
Not necessarily.
Like, I'm trying to find it right now.
Like, I fucking love the lighting also. Like, Danny, I'm glad that you took a picture of the lighting on the lake, too. Of the CGI lake. Because the lighting, the lighting matches with just, like, the lake in general. Because, like, whenever it goes up above her head, it even turns yellow on the water. Like, I don't know. It's just, like, cool as shit, so... It is kind of funny, though, because,
because to that moment, he's hiding at the moon the whole time.
He is, yes.
And that's when he finally just, like, shows it.
He reveals it, basically.
Well, we see it one time earlier when the guy, like, rides his bike
away. Yeah.
Okay,
the doctor
rides
rides
the moon's
away.
in the background.
But I meant, like, in this scene
specifically. In this scene specifically, yeah.
Because that's also a great shot.
And, like, the moon's, like, slightly moving, too. That's what I do.
No, yeah, this one, yeah. But yeah, he goes in for a kiss and is denied. So kind of a funny scene.
I mean, but apparently it'll become important later too, though.
Yeah.
That's like a mimic
with
of
the sister.
like what happened with the sister and the husband, ex-husband, or the husband that died.
The husband that died. So we have a scene of him trying to smoke for the first time in his room. And I do have in my notes, as you can tell, because he's coughing like a bitch, just like Danny does if he ever tries a cigarette.
Woof.
I want to see Luke fuck, bro. Okay, now we want to see. We gotta see. Fuck you, bitch. Also, you guys are saying that like it's an insult.
It's not an insult.
You're the one. Everyone should be coughing with nicotine. No, I'm the healthy one here.
It's true. You're the good one.
I mean, I've had nicotine really once in my life.
And did you cough?
No, this is when we had hookah.
I wasn't there. Don't.
We were literally.
Whoa! Okay. No,
it's like
because I don't cough during hookah though, because it's like that's the greatest.
You did do a little woof when we were in hookah. I kind of remember that. Remember Thomas laughed at you.
At least I like hookah though. Cigarettes are just way too rough for me.
So, but what about the aesthetic?
I will admit
that's what they're talking. That's what he's talking about.
It can look good in films
and IRL.
I don't remember the scene around this one though.
I mean, this one, he's like that's essentially what this entire scene is, because he's just like talking to a picture of his parents, just like saying like basically like look how manly I am, like I'm smoking and I'm thinking about war and stuff, because the picture of his parents are also like moving slightly. It's kind of cool, but
it's also he's like because he's like both of his friends that he looks up to.
Yes, he thinks that they both smoke.
Yeah. Like that's a big part of this.
Or he at least the one that we don't know the second one smokes yet, but that's just going to be even further reinforcing his thoughts of manliness. But yeah, we also have just like this great shot of like all of the school kids basically walking to school together the next day with like the class clown just lighting matches off of everyone. I don't know. Anytime there's a great shot, and this, which is basically all the time I have it written in my notes. Danny disagrees, but so we do have the scene with the puppy next, which this scene is just kind of like rough in general, or it starts cute, but it ends up being like super depressing by the end. But Ukai, who is he's the youngest of the three leads, I guess you would say. He brings a puppy to class, and I don't really know why. It's just like, I mean, all of them are young, you know, they're supposed to be first graders, so it makes sense. But they do have like, I think the guy's name is Kira, and the main character, they're just like talking also about war a little bit in this, and I think Kira, he basically just says like art should have no borders, but religions fight. Just another kind of interesting quote. But
so first graders saying this, or
exactly.
I think like the point is that like time itself, it almost like doesn't exist. It's like almost folding in on itself for them. Like
they're being forced to think about this. So.
Time just is like it's all messed up. You know.
I think this is the big thing, is like this stuff is being forced on them too early. So
yeah.
But even then, it's also like a societal thing, because it's almost like society raises them to think about this too. So, and to be okay with it almost, even admire it sometimes. But
yeah,
because that's a huge part of this, is like the admiration, just the idolization of the what a lot of, like I said earlier, like the Japanese government would consider the model Japanese man, which is Yukai. Yes. So
someone willing to die
for country, and like that's all they really care about. But yeah, like they're also talking. They're still talking about like Edgar Allan Poe, and just like what happens if they go to war with basically like the British, because they're like, we won't be able to read him anymore because that's like the enemy. So, and the ultimate end of the scene, like I said, is really depressing, because Ukai basically just asks if they'll watch his puppy while he goes to the bathroom. And they say yeah, and then the two of them just start playing with the puppy, and then Kira comes over and just fucking like kills the puppy, dude, like, and then hangs it from the classroom ceiling. Like, it's like, goddamn, dude. A first grader doing this? You're best. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, also.
No.
Yeah.
Hitler was definitely doing this shit like when he was in first grade, though.
Hitler.
I guess there probably are kids that do shit like that.
Like some psychopaths.
I mean, there are,
but I don't get why. But usually that's like a psychopath. He's not displayed as a psychopath in this movie, though.
No, he's just displayed as the, like, because he literally, I think he says in this, like, he's thinking like, well, I think it's like after Yukai comes out and kind of freaks out a little bit, but he basically just says, after punching the guy and walking out, Kira says something like we're all basically going to get eaten whenever we're dead, so, like, he's like, I'm going to eat that puppy, and then what's going to eat me? Like, I don't know, he's having like an existential crisis almost, or he's just thinking like these very morbid thoughts.
Yeah. Or
just realizing that our sense of self can literally be taken away like in an instant, so.
Damn, I have to kill a puppy for that, though.
Proving his point.
It was a very cute puppy, too.
It was, dude. And the shot of its hanging silhouette is just like so sad. But the main character, though, he ends up burying the puppy under a tree, and he does see just like Kira playing a flute through the trees also in the forest, just like sitting there. Cool ass shot. But the next big scene that happens is the boiling pot of water, basically, and Yukai dropping a coin, saying anyone who can get this coin out of the water can have it, basically. And then Kira comes over and actually does it. Not really sure what that's in here for. Maybe just to show like that's just like mental fortitude, I guess. Like, because I mean, people have been able to obviously do stuff like this. Like, it's just like, can you put your mind off of pain for a while and actually do it? But
Yeah.
I don't know. After that, though, we do have a scene again with Mina at the house with her sister. She's talking about mirrors in this scene. It's honestly a great shot because whenever she says, like, whenever the sister's about to bring over a mirror to let her look at herself, because I think that she says, like, I don't want to see anyone because I'm a creature of the night almost. Her sister says, oh, just look at yourself. And she's like, oh, I'm scared of mirrors. And there's this amazing shot of just her reflected in the mirror on the wall.
Yeah.
But this is the first scene that we also get where I think we get a flashback, or not a flashback, I guess, but like a memory of the sister with with the dead husband on the hill as well. And we do see like her memory at least is that they don't really kiss. He just like puts a finger on her lip and then she bites his finger until it like draws blood. So, but after we come out of that, Mina's friends come to visit, and this is the girl that Danny hates. Smiley, as he calls her, I guess. She comes to visit along with another friend that just has a camera and likes to photograph things, which I mean, that's cool. She does have a lot of cool shots in this movie that she gets, but
Wait, isn't she also the cousin of the monk
yeah.
that also are lovers? That you would probably just be like, you were just going to mention offhandedly? And then
Yeah, I wasn't going to mention offhandedly, you know? I was just going to scoop past it, you know? I'm still going to scoop past it right
you guys
here.
probably love that scene, huh?
A lot of my favorite movies have problematic elements in it. So, like...
But see, that's why I'm like, it's not even
Arguably
problematic.
more
I want to
problematic.
see you guys more engaged with it. Just be like, it's just like,
I mean, I
that's just the incest part of Obayashi.
I can just kind of...
Like, I'm not even saying it's
This is part of
problematic necessarily,
Obayashi.
but like, what is it? Like, why is it there? If it keeps coming up in his films.
I just kind of, like, don't really pay attention much to it. I just kind of...
Damn, you don't pay attention to the film
to
you
that
like?
part. To that aspect of it.
Damn.
Like,
See, that's why I love, like, Bresson and Rossellini, because it's, like, only what's essential, you know? You don't have to say that with one of their images or a whole thematic element.
It's like similar to like, you know, the one like blackface scene in Hatari. I kind of just, you know, like forget about it because there's like.
I mean, I guess you are better at doing that.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at it. I'm pretty skilled. Like, you know, honestly, it doesn't even like in the movie.
I don't even remember that scene, honestly.
That's a good thing. It's like not that long.
There are other problems with it. I remember.
Like only if you just like hate animals and fun and elephants. Anyway,
I feel like they're kind of making fun of the animals. So.
No.
Sadly, I mean,
there's not a respect.
No, there's a deep respect for the animals. The elephants are like smarter than the humans in that movie.
Sadly, I'm going to skirt past another issue that Danny probably wishes I would stay more on. I mean, there are a lot of feet shot in this movie too, but like, scooting on past though, we do have the amazing.
Hey, no opposition. No opposition. Let's just
No opposition from there.
No, I'm just more curious about why the incest is here, like, so much. And you, like we said, it's in other films. I'm not necessarily know why. But. I will say this is another similarity between this movie and Casting Blossoms. No, actually, this movie in 7 weeks. Maybe some of my favorite shots in the movie are just like the random ones with like, and in that movie it's with the people walking.
Yeah.
This one's like the scarecrows. With
They're
the
so
with
good.
the
Yeah,
kid singing
the
in
Japanese
background.
dummies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the dummies.
And then like that scene where they all like this. They're like scarecrows.
They turn real.
Yeah, but they like multiply over.
Oh
all
yeah. We keep on
hills,
popping
too.
up.
Yeah, they keep popping up.
Just all the even more lives for this machine, you know.
I think it's because maybe it's one of the few wide shots in the movie too. Almost everything else is just like this green screen characters in the extreme foreground and then green screen backgrounds. The MCUification of cinema.
Oh my god. Completely different. But go
I'm just saying this is very similar to how MCU uses green screen. Just characters in the foreground.
This is not
And
how
then,
the MCU.
I know you like the image in this one, but I'm just saying it's the same
It's
kind of use of
completely
mise en
different
scène.
because there's actually thought going into these
Guys,
images.
It's the same because the green screen is
I'm
the
just saying the way it's
background.
used. No, and the characters in extreme foreground. No really sense of like a place that they're actually in most of the time.
Okay, but like it's so much more intentional.
No
here,
walking
even
around.
If you were to
no
think
walking
that.
around.
Okay. Well,
You broke loose.
That's what I was saying. In this scene, there's actually a wide shot with the kids walking in the background. It like kind of stands out.
I mean, it's a great shot. It's one of my favorites too. I agree, but but there are a lot of great shots in this movie. So that include green screen, which is probably that one too. So, but we do have some great shots of Toshi going to visit Akira, and we see that he's living at like this old samurai mansion. Like I do kind of like just this location that they decided to make for where this guy lives. But he also tells Toshi in this scene that he quit smoking, which is a big blow to his like self-confidence and what makes him mad. But he also sees just this like red fish or like this red snapper just sitting there on his desk, and he kind of just asks him about what it is. And he says that that's like the Okamichi, or I wish that I wrote down the city that's from, or like what province they're in that this festival takes place in. But it's basically for that festival. It's like a red snapper float that they pull. But we also get more background just into him in this scene, because for the longest time, the main character Toshi has been thinking of this guy as a Buddhist monk, and then he sees that he's actually a Christian. And then we get like kind of just like backstory on just him and where he comes from, because I guess that he came from an island where Buddhists and Christians live in peace. He says that the Christians live on like the top of this mountain and the Buddhists live at the bottom, and there's like this church on the top of the mountain, stuff like that. And then we get the scene of him playing with his cousin under the blankets that we're gonna skirt past.
Y'all never did that?
Y'all never did that?
We live in Arkansas. I mean,
We need to talk to Thomas about this or something.
no, Tom's not my cousin.
Damn.
Jesus.
No,
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
But I still don't understand like why it's in the movie thematically. Like I wish someone would tell me. Like, this was like a more common thing back during war days and stuff, or you know.
I mean, that's probably a good guess.
Because doesn't she also look younger than him too? Just in
Well, the
like
actress,
the actress,
yeah.
and then he's like kind of like an older guy.
Yeah. Well, I think
It's
it's
just weird
also.
in that
I
way,
mean, maybe
too.
it's like this kid's like sickly, you know. Like this is the only person that comes to see him. He literally has a cane and he's in first grade.
Yeah, it's just weird. I don't know. It's got a weird vibe going on.
Do you guys want to hear Google
This guy
AI's
doesn't-
answer?
Is it good or bad?
I don't know. I just looked up what is the purpose of incest in Hanagatami, and that gave me an answer.
Did?
Is this even? I don't even know if I should read it out, but like,
I mean, do you agree with it?
I could maybe.
Are they
see it.
cooking?
Reflecting the film's exploration of Japan's changing identity, the destruction of family values, and the intense, often unobtainable nature of relationships during the wartime setting.
That's kind of what you said.
That's just like too basic. Like you can say about anything.
I mean, that's
Obayashi.
kind of what
like
Luke
any
said, so-
Obayashi image, I would probably apply. I don't know.
We don't know why it's in here either, but you know, it is. So.
Unless this is actually a very personal thing for him or something. That's I think why a lot of directors actually do it too, and maybe especially the one back in the day.
I mean, this is released in 2017. He said back in the day.
That was almost 10 years.
I don't know.
ago.
I mean, Obayashi does seem like I mean, like yeah, that is crazy. This was 2017. I just think of it as in like an older director, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, he started in 1970. He just worked
This came
for a
out the
long-ass
same-
time,
Yeah, I
so-
know. Yeah.
This came out the same year
Or 1960s,
as
actually.
Blade Runner 2049.
That's crazy to think about, honestly. And it looks so much better.
Okay, Blade Runner, it's a good looking movie, though.
It is a good looking movie, but that movie doesn't even look better.
It does
than
get
Blade
one
Runner,
perfect
so-
shot at it a lot, which is kind of annoying. It's like, oh, he's in the middle of the orange thing. Greatest shot of all time.
At least in the middle of something instead of just extreme foreground.
Oh my god.
Which movie's better, Blade Runner 2049 or this movie?
There are a lot of people in the extreme background in these movies too, Danny.
I don't like pitting movies against each other. It's
Oh, okay.
It's
so
not
now you
sports.
don't-
Of course, you're trying to sport.
Okay, yeah, totally. Yeah, you've never done that before. Oh, yeah.
I wasn't prepared for the question.
There we go. Truth comes
I don't
out.
even, if I watch 2049, I don't know if I'd like it nearly as much, honestly.
Fair.
If you watch Blade Runner again,
I mean, you could say Ryan Gosling's performance in that movie is kind of Bressonian.
robotic.
That was a joke, but I mean,
Definitely better than his Project Hail Mary performance. That's all I'll say.
we might need to do a Project Hail Mary episode just because of Danny's hatred for it.
He does hate it.
I mean, I haven't seen it, obviously.
It's a sweet movie. The next scene that happens in this that I have in my notes at least is Kira and Toshi looking through his telescope and watching Yukai do his daily nude swim at the beach. Kira in this scene, he does have a quote. He says he's beautiful because he's alone. He has this aimless vitality. He's wasting himself.
I really do think this is just like maybe some Obayashi personal kind of feelings he had back in the day. Maybe homoerotic feelings.
Well, definitely
incestual feelings.
Or wait, I meant the homosexual.
I'm just saying this. Like now that we're mentioning this scene too, like right off the previous scene.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't want to. Like, I mean, you guys are the one that said it. He's a very personal movie, so
It is.
Yeah.
he's a weird guy. He's definitely had the voyeuristic aspect. I mean, it's in Bound for the Field. It's in
Definitely.
what's the other one we did? It's very prominent. Where he's a photographer.
Wait.
Is that Lonely Heart?
Oh yeah,
He's a photographer.
yeah. He's always looking at people through his camera.
Yeah. That's definitely a director theme for sure.
It definitely is. Next, though, we have another scene of him in the classroom, but this time he is alone because both of them are not there. And he can't sleep that night, and so he goes out to the beach.
To hang some dong and ride some horse.
Well, not yet, but this is just watching the other guy hang some dong whenever he's
can't wait
back.
to talk about that scene.
What?
It's a
We
great
can't wait
scene.
to talk about that scene.
It's a great
Can't
scene.
get it off his mind.
I mean, it's a beautiful scene.
It's a beautiful scene.
You tell me you don't love that scene?
I don't even remember it. No homo.
Wow.
Yeah, you're like, I'm not on that gay shit, bro.
No, it is a pretty memorable scene, especially when we find out. Like, actually mentioning that because then the monk even says like, "Yeah, I was watching you guys later on."
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like, how's that right?
In more ways than one.
In this scene, though, he also kind of lets down Toshi by saying he also doesn't smoke, so his picture of the ideal man is also crumbling. But he also invites him to come to Nagoya Castle with him for the festival that's about to take place in 2 days. I think it's like right before a lot of these soldiers are going to be sent off also. But the next thing that happens, though, is him and Yukai go meet the two girls that are friends with Mina at this like cliff overlooking the ocean. I love these green screen shots. Not sure what Danny's gonna say about them. I honestly love these things, or love these shots though.
Don't worry about what I have to say. I mean, as long as you love them.
I mean, I love them. I just want to hear what you have to say sometimes.
I mean, I've kind of already said it. Like, I just don't like the way that's really used. Like, that's why I thought Casting Blossom's a little more like creative. But a lot of this just seems like characters in kind of the foreground with different colorful backgrounds. Maybe overly colorful.
We'll stop tossing to Danny. No.
Yeah, every time you toss me, I'm like just shitting on it. No,
Go get that Raising Cane's right now.
you're like, we'll be
Chop chop.
There's another great blood scene because they use these like eggshells for glasses. And the wine that they're drinking is just like literally blood ass red. And one of them like breaks the egg bite for a second.
Yeah.
You get the petal falling and turning into blood again. Which I think we missed that earlier.
And they take the picture, and then like the
so
vampire girl is like there all of a sudden.
Is she?
Yeah, she's not in. It's just 3 of them, and it's the one other girl taking the picture.
Yeah.
And then she takes the picture.
Oh
and
yeah,
the
yeah.
vampire
Then she's
girl's
there. Yeah. That's true. I actually didn't even realize that, honestly.
Yeah.
Because I thought that shot happened later, whenever they were all there, but I did not realize that same picture was taken in this scene too.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. But I mean, they stay at this cliff basically the entire day because it goes to eventually we get like these amazing sunset shots on the cliff. Amazing.
No, there's some. As much as we talk about the all-time moon shots in this movie, there's also some all-time sunset shots.
There are. Not gonna toss. Not gonna toss. And
Well,
then we
I
get-
like the one where it's just the sunset. There's no people in it.
I mean, that's
What about
It's
the
like
guy
it's a
playing
more
this-
pure wide shot.
well, I mean, that almost doesn't even look like
Like-
green screen. That looks.
I know
like
that's
just
why
like
this
a
one
real
looks
shot,
amazing,
so-
and then this one.
That one also.
What about the
looks
one
like
where the
it's
guy's
kinda
playing
so
the
good.
cello?
It like looks like a bad like MCU movie.
Wait, which one are you talking about? Which one are you talking about?
Like this is the one where the people are in the foreground talking.
one's good.
He said
No, no,
this
this is
one's
the bad
bad.
one.
What?
He
This
said
is
this
the
is the
good
one that
one.
looks like the MCU.
What about the one later where it's the guy in the cello playing the cello and it's like the orange?
The Red Sun.
I don't remember that one.
You're gonna.
The only one I actually I remember actually liking was the Malik-like shot.
Oh, the girl standing. Yeah, that shot.
That's the foreground letter or background
That
letterbox. I
shot's
think.
incredible.
Oh, that shot's incredible.
I was like,
dude.
damn, did you steal that from Malik?
Well, I changed mine to the girl.
I think he might have got that from Malik, honestly, because he doesn't use that kind of low angle.
He uses the low angle shot.
The clouds. I mean, but that kind of shot where it's.
The entirety of Casting Blossom in the Sky is almost low angle cloud shots.
But with nothing else in the background.
What do you mean?
Do you know the shot I'm talking about from Tree of Life?
Oh, I mean, maybe not.
That's the
I'm
one
not
I was
sure.
saying.
I mean, I've seen Tree of Life, but I'm not sure the shot.
No, it's the one where the letterbox background. This one. It actually might be the letterbox background for Tree of Life too. The same.
I know exactly which two shots you're comparing.
Yeah, I know. Like people that know both shots will know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. But
I mean, that one's a little different though because that one's it's moving towards her.
I thought her back's to the camera. That one.
Her back is to the camera, but in Hanagatami
static.
she's standing still,
Oh.
while in Tree of Life she's walking forward and the camera's after her like faster than how she's walking, which in opinion is like the big part about the shot and like what makes it so good is the moving camera
Yeah.
with her walking and it's like the cool like environment where it's like ice glaciers shit.
Yeah,
yeah. Damn, I need to rewatch Tree of Life. It's been a while.
turn the sound up.
Alright, we don't need your opinion on Malik, bro.
But as they're about to part that night, though, the girl that Danny hates gives them the 1,000 stitch cloth or whatever, and it's kind of I kind of like that scene. Traditional, I guess, but she also doesn't get kissed by the guy. But yeah, now we're at the best scenes in the movie, probably. So Yukai and Toshi are now going on like this nighttime adventure because they're done. Like they drop the girls off at home and now they're off by themselves. They go into a brothel. Before that, though, they do see this horse sitting there that's been drafted into the war. His name's Private Long Life or something. That's also just crazy though because like the horses even get drafted. Like that's something you don't even think about honestly, but.
I mean, I want to see. I mean, I guess Warhorse. I was about
War
to say,
Horse, yeah.
Is that what Warhorse is about? I was like,
Don't you hate that movie?
I haven't seen.
I
it.
don't like that movie.
Now I'm thinking I kind of want to see it now.
Or haven't you like didn't you roast that movie once?
I feel like I have. But
Because like there's
but
no
now I'm
way
like,
"Oh,
it's
damn,
good.
that kind of sounds fire.
I don't love War
If
Horse.
if it's done well,
I feel like you're not-
because I just watched Balthazar, and see
Okay.
that's a film that truly.
But
respects
aren't you like a
animals.
huge Spielberg hater?
That's a film that truly. See, I don't know if it's going to respect animals like Balthazar does. So on the surface, like
I
the
feel like that's a
idea of
hate.
like
I feel like
how
you're like
an animal
saying
would
it's like you want to
experience
watch it, but it's secretly a hate watch.
Because I'm afraid he might just go the Howard Hawks route, where like the animal is just used as a crutch for like human relationships and emotions or whatever, instead of like truly thinking about what the animal goes through. But
No, there is a great scene from the horse's point of view. That's probably the best scene in the movie, where the horse basically has to go into war for the first time. It's crazy. That's a great scene. But the rest of the movie,
honestly,
I don't like much, so
I that's where I agree with you. But that to me, that's like a negative for the rest of the movie.
what?
The idea, like the best scene that doesn't involve any of the people. It's like about a horse.
It's about trying to get the horse's like emotional state back up to par.
But it,
after
like
the
it,
war.
honestly,
No, I'm
it's
just
like,
kidding.
but it's also a great symbol for just like
It is,
also
yeah.
for like honestly the same reason for Balthazar, because even though it's about the animal, it still makes you think about just how all of our lives are kind of like this in some way too. You know,
Yeah.
or like we don't get to control what happens to us for a large part of it. You know, it just happens without. Because the force is greater than us, and in Nobuhashi's case, like that's obviously just war. You know?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the scene in the brothel is honestly really pretty. Like, I like how this entire brothel is lit up. It's very pink in general, like pink and red. A lot of
It
great.
also has like the flag of the rising sun. or
Yeah, the
whatever,
rising
too.
sun right there.
And it's also in the background.
The moon in the
of course.
background a lot through that porthole. It's so good.
You can see a little bit of the Luke Mountain.
The Luke Mountain.
Yeah.
It's called Mother's Island, Luke.
Nah. It's mine now.
Yeah.
People associate that with me.
You're gonna try.
Eventually.
No, one of the old ladies there is telling the story of the castle, though, that they're at and where this festival is going to be held at. And she's kind of just telling... I think she tells the story of how, like, the peasants are basically... They throw this festival to show their power, basically. It started as them showing their power to the samurai in the castle and to, like, that they have a reason to fear them, almost. And it's just kind of continued that tradition of, like, the... I guess just the lower class just showing their power by banding together. But... They continue after the brothel on their nighttime adventures and take the horse with them. And they go to the beach. And this is where you hang dong and ride with your boys, man.
In the moonlight.
They ride bareback, as you should. The horse is nude, you know? You have to just match its energy, so... I mean, it's great. I love the moon. I love just the blue filter over in general. But my favorite shot of this is whenever he's just like playing the flute after they're done. It's almost like they're done having sex. Like they just got done having sex almost, because he's just like playing the flute there, and he's laying right next to him. They're like the starry sky's like right behind them. It's such a good shot. But I think he also is talking to like thinking about his parents in the scene, like talking about his mom and stuff. But after that, we get a great shot of just even more of those scarecrows or Japanese scarecrow soldiers just popping up on this hill, with the children singing again. The next thing I have is that Kira, we're back with him, and he's telling the story to Toshi of how his mom hung himself or hung herself. And that's kind of like, obviously, like, you're just getting, I guess, more, like, I think maybe, I'm still not sure about the incest, but these characters are definitely just, like, archetypes of a specific person that used to live back in this specific time in Japan, you know? So, like, this guy is obviously, like, he's very, very sick and frail, and his mother literally killed herself. So, like, that's reinforced kind of his worldview, and he grew up Christian and stuff like that. So it's like, these are just the things kind of like reinforcing his worldview, and we're kind of just seeing snippets of all these people's worldviews this entire movie. But this whole scene, Toshi's basically just trying to get him to come out to the picnic that all of them are having together, and he does end up getting him to come out, I think, by saying that there's this girl there, like Mina. He tells him about Mina, and he basically gets intrigued enough to come out with them. But I think it's a great green screen background, but they're talking in the scene at the picnic, just on this cliffside, just about their teacher that got drafted as well. And then it's kind of like intercut. This picnic scene is just kind of intercut with more scenes of just the teacher in general. So like this teacher, like after he got drafted, we have scenes of him just like in the rain, ripping apart the book, or the linen book that he had. We have shots of him just playing the flute slowly with his mom reading the scroll that says that quote, "An illusion I pass flowers in bloom. It's as agonizing as is painful," and he's just playing the flute while getting his hair cut next to the water. It's really fucking cool. Yeah. He also asks one of the kids, which I haven't seen this movie either, but he says, he was like, "Have you seen Humanity and Paper Balloons?"
Oh, yeah.
I've seen this.
I know Danny's
Have you?
seen it.
Is it good?
Yeah, I remember liking it. I watched it because I was in that Japanese film book I was reading, History of Japanese Cinema.
Didn't he die in...
He died in
World War
Manchuria,
II?
yeah.
Yeah, they bring that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it him and Ozu? Like, there's like a picture with him and Ozu, I think. And like some.
Yeah, they worked at the same time.
But it's like them as soldiers, I think. There's a picture of them.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Interesting.
I mean,
I'd be interested to see that.
Let me fact check this, though.
But as the movie continues, we get more scenes with just the group itself as they're having this picnic. We see the girl, or the photographer, just taking pictures of Mina, and everyone just watching her. There's a lot of great like close-up shots. Like this girl or the actress that plays her is just like, she is very beautiful and kind of radiant in this scene in general. But it eventually ends with Kira kind of like he basically just starts bleeding out of nowhere and just falls over and collapses into Mina's lap, and then Yuka just, oh shit.
Yeah,
there's a picture of them.
That's him and Sadao Yamanaka. That's the director of Humanity and Paper Balloons.
Damn, Ozu should have been playing basketball. Fuck.
Maybe the other guy was just like really short, dude. Like,
I mean, it is
No,
Japan.
no.
Wait, let's see what Yashiro's is. He was 5'7".
Damn,
the other guy was really short.
Even though I know Ozu loved baseball, which is kind of a negative on him.
No,
His
it's
one bad
not.
part.
But then
It's another
Jose
positive.
Alvarado? Isn't he 5'7"? Or no, he's probably taller.
No,
Yeah,
he's like
no.
5'10".
What? There's no 5'7" player than me right now.
How tall? I mean,
Alvaro's probably like 6 feet, 5'11"
Yeah,
I thought he was like maybe
he just looks like he's 5'7" on the court.
on an NBA court. Yeah.
probably 6 foot. Yeah. Yeah, even 6 foot looks like you're like 5'4".
Yeah, exactly. And then when you're standing next to Wemby, even like Jason Tatum looks like he's like 6 feet tall.
The shot that ends this picnic scene though is the one that you guys I think already brought up. It's the header on Letterboxd with just her standing with the clouds just behind her at sunset. It's really fucking a great shot. But the party's I guess not over because they all do go have dinner again at Mina's. This is another one of the shots that I kind of like with them all just sitting at the table eating dinner together. But
Just more talking. At a different
I
location.
mean, hey, yeah, why not? It's a beautiful.
We're
location.
talking right now.
Yeah,
We're not making a movie about it.
we should.
We
No,
kinda are. My life in movies, so like.
I mean, the dinner scene doesn't last very long, but after that, they are all just basically out in the garden listening to Yukai play the flute. Great shots. A lot of these shots in the garden are really great. Like the shot of the moon reflecting in the pond is amazing.
Honestly, this might be my favorite moonshot in the movie.
It is a great one.
There's more natural element to it.
Wait, which one?
The one in the
It feels
ponds.
simple but beautiful, like something I can actually see.
Okay, bro.
You could see a giant ass.
This is an amazing.
dude.
This is an amazing moonshot.
Get close
the
enough.
perspective doesn't make sense,
Get
especially
high
the one with
enough.
the girl.
It doesn't matter.
You get high enough on a mountain, you're gonna be able to see a moonshot like that. I'm sorry.
Bro, it's crazy.
Especially if you go
It
on
would
like
never
whenever
be
it's the
that
super
big.
moon.
It would never be that big.
You go on
in
like the
your field of
super
view.
moon whenever it's like really really bright, a little bit bigger. Like when
It just
gets
looks cool as
closer to
fuck.
Earth.
That's like my like. It's just so beautiful. I don't know.
Yeah, I love Iron Man too. He looks cool.
Oh, that's your problem.
No, but go back to this movie. I do like this moonshot a lot. Also,
is.
there's one later on where it's like reflected in the mirror.
Oh, the broken mirror.
Yeah, the
that
broken
was
mirror.
so
That's
good.
a great one too.
We have another great shot. This is the one that Luke was wanting you to remember. The one with the husband playing as the sun sets.
Oh, okay.
This one's a great shot. I love
It's kind of
that
like
scene.
an imperial, like almost imperial Japan flag.
Yes, like it's basically flying,
Yeah, the
except
red
it's just the
sun.
setting sun, but it looks like it's just like almost the flag just flying. But
Yeah.
he's just playing the cello there. Great ass shot.
This one has like Mishima vibes.
Okay, I can see that definitely. I mean, Mishima definitely has a lot of just like hyper stylized.
This kind of the
too.
artificiality of it.
Yeah,
You know, I just love the real sets of that one too.
I mean, this one has real sets too.
We don't see them if there is. Like,
You just don't believe it. We get another great moonshot. I think where whenever Ukai basically goes up and kisses her as well, like where he like takes her dress off basically and kisses her. It's just like it's another one of the really really big ass moonshots, but she does buy his chest at that moment too. But then we get a scene where Toshi's following a firefly into his house, and he eventually follows it all the way upstairs to where Smiley is sitting, or where she's just looking out the window. You have me calling her this name too. Well, she is a smiley girl, but I like it. So
yeah, so you're saying it as a positive.
I am.
Yeah.
But this is honestly just a great little shot where they're just talking, and he's kind of talking about his mom, and whenever she would used to like chase fireflies with him up to the same store, to the same part in the house. And it's a great like dissolve where she just basically like disappears, and then his mom like reaches out of the frame and comes out of the frame from like the right, and she's just like talking to him about fireflies and stuff. But now we have just this amazing shot of all the soldier dummies turning into actual soldiers. Well, they turn into like basically real people now. They're still have the face paint of like the scarecrows that we've been watching and stuff like that, but now they're real, and they're beginning their march off screen as the children are kind of like waving them on and singing the song still. But Now I'm pretty sure the festival is starting or is about to start. Because I'm pretty sure like Mina and her sister are talking in their room and they are hearing the sounds of this festival starting on the island. But after that, we get more shots of the soldiers continuing to march off screen. Now they're just continuing their march, and then we get like this actual scene of the festivals kind of starting. I kind of love all the quick cuts that we get just of all the different food that's at this festival before we actually just like settle in at the scene at this restaurant. Like it looks good as shit.
Yeah.
But then we just get like all these like kind of quick shots of all the floats that are in it. We'll get more detailed shots later on in the movie, but these are just kind of like just quickly going by the screen of just like these 14 I think floats that they have. All great, but the moon shots are also kind of going crazy in this entire scene too, because the moon's always like in the background. After that though, we cut back to Yukai swimming in the ocean again as Mina's coughing up blood, and then we just get like this amazing shot of the woman's husband, like the sister's husband, playing the cello as the moon's like also like setting at the same time. Like there's just a lot of rapid cutting in this scene.
Yeah.
But this is another scene after that where Toshi goes to visit Kira and he sees the incest happening in this at this part. But I bring up this scene mostly to talk about the red snapper shot though, because whenever he brings it up, it's so fucking cool. Whenever he gives it to the girl, like just all the interesting things about how she decides to do with the camera at that time. But so the festival is continuing. Like this is basically just all one big night that we're watching right now. And we have this great shot of the huge ass red snapper as it's just like as the girl is walking along, as the photographer girl is walking along, just holding it as well, like holding the smaller version of it. But then we have just this scene with this old man telling this young child about the history also of this festival. This is where we get more of just like the great shots of just I think all of the floats going by in like order as he's kind of discussing them and telling the kid about all of them. Amazing shots.
Yeah.
And then after that though, we get the soldiers basically like these soldiers that started as dummies are just getting ever closer, I guess, to the festival, you would say, because they continue walking and they're just walking by this waterfall that's, as the children are singing as well. It's just fucking amazing. But we get more scenes with Yukai in the ocean by himself, kind of reciting Shuya Nakamura, which is obviously someone that we brought up last week with 7 weeks. We do get more kind of just scenes of Mina at the house, kind of just listening and watching as Toshi like runs up and brings the sister news that the Japanese are launching an invasion on Pearl Harbor. Everyone else kind of arrives at the house at that moment too, and everyone it's like very weird how it turns into like this party. Like I guess everyone might have been coming there kind of just to celebrate and dance in general, but it's just weird because like obviously like Pearl Harbor decided like they got the notice just the same night, because now we just have this.
It's actually a very similar scene, like a kind of scene in Visconti's The Damned. Obviously different movie, different tone entirely, but and different ideas entirely. But at the beginning of the movie, there's like this party that this rich family's having, and then that's when they hear about like. I think it's like the Nazis invaded Poland, or it's the Reichstag fire. I think it's the Reichstag fire happening, and it's like they're showing their reaction like in the middle of this like party. Because the movie's about like this like wealthy German family.
And, I have to watch Visconti. Doesn't he do I mean, he deals with that a lot though. Just like these people during wartime, right?
And like it's like decadence and stuff like that. Although The Damned is like. It's more of his lesser liked. Like people don't love it as much as like The Leopard and stuff, but I can get down with The Damned. Like I love that movie. It's definitely can be a tough watch though.
Okay.
A lot of Nazi and messed up stuff in it, but yeah.
Should The Leopard be my first Visconti movie?
I mean, yeah, that was Danny's first Visconti. He loved it.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen the other one, so I can't say.
But I mean, like, it's a great movie. Like, goddamn.
Yeah.
Continuing on with the scene, I guess, like as before the party even starts, we do have the sister preparing dinner, and this scene's in here basically just for her to like cut herself, so that we get this like almost like flashback memory scene of her dancing for her husband as like just doing this like traditional dance for her husband. I bring this up mostly to say like all, the shots in here are amazing of her just like because her husband's playing the cello. And you just see these like frames behind him with, I'm pretty sure just like paintings in them, but she is also reflected, like her dance is reflected in the frames. It's just like so good. But the sister does start the record Nosferatu Rhapsody of the Dead, and it starts spinning, and then they all just like dance to it. The sister is like just absolutely striking in this with that red dress on, dude. Like goddamn, like that is just an insane color just for this scene. Like it's so good. But they're trying to avoid talking about the war, at least Toshi is, because he doesn't want to talk about it with Mina, but she did overhear him, so they do start talking about it. And one of them does say in this scene, like, Japanese men must be born to die. A lot of that just going on in this movie in general. And then we just get more great shots of the soldiers and children marching ever closer to the frame as they're all dancing. Like it's even like sometimes overimposed of them dancing with the soldiers just like walking towards us.
Yeah, damn.
Great shots. After the party though, everyone's sitting in the garden together, and Mina faints, and so Toshi and Akira carry her back up inside, and this is where we get another just amazing moonshot because whenever they bring her up, we have the two other girls just sitting down by themselves, and Chitose, the photographer girl, drops the mirror, and it breaks, and then you just see the fractured moon basically in the mirror. It's so good. And then you get a scene of them also like maybe some more repressed sexuality, I guess, because like the girl basically gives her one of the Thousand Stitch bands, and then they also
they're also
share
cousins,
a kiss.
though, right?
I don't think so. No, they're just friends. They're just
Okay.
friends. They ain't trying to make everyone cousins.
Because I was like, how do they? Because they work at the same place, don't they? Or
No. They work at different restaurants, I think.
oh, okay.
But they do both work at restaurants still. But yeah, maybe just some more of that. But after that, though, it's basically just I think someone shows Yukai the picture, or the last picture of Mina that this girl took, and it was the one of her nude, and he basically just gets really mad and punches Kira again because he's the one that asked for that picture to be taken. But it's really weird though because he does like hug him after around. It's just like maybe more like repressed sexuality, just like attraction in general between these two guys, like because he like breaks his flute as well, but they both like after both of them walk their separate ways, Toshi finds Yukai, and Yukai tells him that he's gonna go jump off the rock. Because even though he's been portrayed this entire movie kind of as the ideal Japanese youth, at least in the government senses, like the guy that's willing to go off to war and die for his country, basically, he basically says in this point, like, he's not that. He says, I won't accept that youth is expendable. So he's basically going to go and kill himself instead of continuing this cycle. But
I think you could say that also relates to Down for the Fields too. With how that ends.
Yeah.
Because they basically knowingly choose death rather than just like her going off to prostitution.
The brothel,
and him
and then him to the war.
Yeah, it's like they would rather just
choose their own way of going out,
even if
basically.
that means death versus like, just keep living on it the same kind of way, you know?
Rather than just keep the cycle alive.
Yeah, exactly.
The last thing he tells Toshi, though, before he leaves, he does say, he's like, Mina was beautiful. And then he just says goodbye, because Toshi's like, was. After that, though, Toshi does go to Kira, and he does tell him... and Kira basically tells him, like, the many worlds that he created that were basically his own, and how like I don't know, it's just like an interesting, like, I guess just more of his worldview, like these worlds that he's just been creating with these girls, like they're not really real, they're just like what, like his creation of them. I don't know, but I have in my notes that we have an amazing green screen shot of this red snapper just behind, I think, Chitose and Kira. But we do have Kira jumping off the cliff directly after that as well. Like, he's not the, like, Yukawa's not the only one deciding to jump off a cliff in this movie, I guess. Like, this guy also decides to, so. After that, though, we get, like, maybe kind of a horror scene-ish, almost. Like, it's where Mina's sister kind of turns evil, almost. I don't know. Because she, like, I feel like she's just, like, in this red dress, and then she kind of, like, goes, or this might happen later. I'm just a little bit early in my notes, but...
Yeah, at this point, really, everything kind of just starts, like, it gets even more, like, time, like, matters even less.
That's definitely true, because, like, basically at this point it's implied that Mina's dead, so...
Yeah.
We do get in this scene, I do think that I was misremembering it, because we have, like, just her with her sister, and I think that they kiss again for some reason. But after that, we just get Yukai playing his flute on the cliffside, and he just throws his flute off the cliff, and then he dives off after it. And then we just get more great shots of the float of the floats at the festival after that. So
he's like, "Fuck this flute," and then immediately after he's like,
"No, my flute! Like, no, my flute!" After that, though, we have Mina running to the secret hill, unable to breathe. This is where it kind of turns into a horror film. I was just a little bit early, because whenever she's, like, at this hill, almost dying, Yukai just appears again, even though he just jumped off of a cliff. And he gives her this medicine, which is basically just like, I don't know. He says it's like, it was moonlight, but it's instead like snake powder that's killing her. Him and her sister are now like nude together, swimming in the ocean. She's like just screaming over it. I don't know. It's kind of like really weird. I don't know.
Like, see, you're describing this. I'm like, yeah, this is everything why I hate this movie. Like,
maybe
I hate.
Well, okay, Mr.
Stop saying I hate it.
Stop using the word hate. We got on.
At least hate this style. Like,
oh, okay. Don't
I'm like, yeah, because I'm watching this. Like, I agree with Blake, everything you're saying, but it's like negative. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, like, why is she like sucking Mina's blood? Is she evil? Is she just walks into the ocean? Okay, like.
You got him on video or audio.
But see, that's the thing. You guys are agreeing with what I'm saying, but you're saying it's good for some reason.
Like, I don't know. It's like cool.
It's just too.
I just like it. I can't explain why.
It's like the best way I can describe it is like it makes me dizzy in my head. Like, can't we just get an image that just like stays and then the camera just records it like back to the old days?
Just pause the movie.
I just miss like fucking Chaplin.
Compares everything to Chaplin.
But I will say, like, Obayashi does make me think about rhythm a lot, like what it means to actually be rhythmic in film.
Does it make you think why that rhythm doesn't work for you?
Yeah, that's kind of
okay.
like in terms of like what
and why it works for other people.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
okay. Interesting.
But this one, I'm just like, yeah, even the story, just everything becomes too confusing for me. I know some people probably like that, just like it's not about it being making sense. Even I make
it's
that
about the heightened
lot
emotions. So.
Yeah, maybe that's part of it too.
I mean, because directly after all of these scenes, like we do get some amazing kind of shots. I think of them like swimming underwater. Like it's not even like I almost don't even know what the shot is. Like, like it almost doesn't even look like not that shot. It's like whenever they're completely underwater, just the two of them, like just swimming. It's like this weird like shot. I don't know. Maybe before that. I think it was before that shot, but
like the one where all three of them are swimming with that like red streak of blood.
That one right there. Those ones maybe just like really close up and just really crisp. I don't know. It looks really good, but after that we get
because then there's one with all three of them swimming.
Yes, like they're all just like sinking almost. They're all just like sinking.
Red streak of blood in the water.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say like swimming. They're not swimming. They're just sinking in that scene because the blood is going up and their bodies are just going down. So, but we do get one of my favorite shots after that as we get those two old ladies from the brothel. Like one of them's like just waving this flag. And the other one is singing an illusion I pass flowers in bloom that's as agonizing as it is honorable. As almost like the camera is like spinning, except it's just like the green screen. It's not even like spinning though. It's mostly just like the festival is like going on behind them. And it's got this weird sensation where it looks like it's spinning, but it's kind of not. I don't know. I don't really know how to explain that either, but but then we get maybe the best shot of the movie. I mean, I guess it's not the best shot of the movie because it is like brought back later, but this one is,
in my unbiased opinion, maybe like.
I mean, wait, is this one the one, or is it the one where the planes are coming at you that you have as yours?
It's like,
I thought it was the one with the planes coming at him.
I think it is, because this one I love because you have the women sitting like there and the Japanese soldiers just marching to the islands. So.
Yeah, the women aren't in his. It's just
the
background.
Yeah,
because this one we have the soldiers and the children that have been marching this entire time, marching towards the island as well. It's a great ass shot. But then we get that amazing shot, obviously, of your header of just the island and the warships and planes. Mina's just screaming, and we hear sounds of war. And then we're kind of like cut to almost present day, where Toshi is in Mina's room reading the last letter she wrote. And then we just get voiceover of him saying, Japan lost the war and peace returned. We shouldn't start another war to keep peace. And then there's this amazing green screen shot of the atomic bomb being dropped as five children just like look on and watch.
Yeah. It looks like
great.
A coloring book, or like a children's book.
Okay.
Type of vibe.
No, it does. It definitely does. I love it. It looks fucking great. But then after we get that shot, it does cut back to that same shot of Toshi as the letter is read again, but this time he's an old man. And he's just kind of like walking around as an old man. Now, I love the shot of him looking in the mirror on her wall, and he sees himself young again before he just continues walking. He follows this firefly again and up to the top stairs of his house. As he's saying, it's been 76 years. I've lived in the house mother and auntie prepared for me. I betrayed their expectations and never married. As my old friend predicted, I'm the only one of us who survived. And so all of them, everyone died in the war, in my opinion. And then he just gives more backgrounds on these types of people that we've been watching in this movie and where they basically died and how they basically like died or whatever in the war. And I will say, there's just this great shot as the old man's like talking up there, just in that upper room, of the moon behind him as it like slowly gets engulfed by just like clouds, like the light gets put out. It's kind of crazy.
Also, he says Mina symbolized all their lives.
Yes.
So what do you think he means by that?
He says life in Japan during the war was forgotten along with the war, and Mina symbolized all of our lives.
I mean,
I think it's
like,
more so
she's the one that
just
has
like
like cancer the whole time, or like
yeah,
she's dying even from childbirth. I mean,
I think he's just equating like even like it's just like the harshness of life almost. Like she's dying from something that she can't control, and so is everyone else in this movie.
Yeah.
One's dying obviously from cancer or just like a lung disease of some kind. The other's just dying because of the way the world is, you know.
Yeah.
At least that's what I would say.
I think that's pretty much probably right.
But yeah, now we're at almost the last scenes of the movie where the old man is walking to the secret hill again, one last time to visit her gravesite or her shrine up there, and then we get like just this amazing kind of it's a mixture of just this scene new and then a replay of what we watched earlier, because as the old man's just kind of like walking up there, he's almost having like recollections of the first time he walked up there with Mina. As we're like also seeing scenes of them just young again playing, and then whenever he like kneels down, leaves flowers in the shrine, we get just another shot of Mina of that one of one of the best shots in the movie of just the giant moon behind her.
It's so good, you had to give it to us twice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why not?
And we just because we hear her screaming this time though. You had to give this to us twice though. It's a good shot, dude.
I don't remember the screaming.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of this ending is going to have her just screaming over it, because that's what he's kind of trying to reinforce. Just like this young life just taken earlier than needs to be for no reason. But he does hug the shrine, and we do see that she died on 12/7 of 1941. So literally, I think the day before Pearl Harbor. So, but as the camera pulls back, we do see the young Toshi again, and the voiceover says, For Toshihiko, his youth was like a game of hide and seek. It was dark before he knew it, and everybody had gone home. And then we get one last shot of the moon as he says, like, so long. And then we get the actual last shot of the movie, which is just this great revolving set where the actor is, I'm pretty sure, just playing himself again. Because he's just sitting there in the middle of the spinning floor. We have Obayashi's director's chair right behind him. And he just says, jump, go on, jump. Have I jumped or not? What does it mean for people to jump today? Can you jump? As for me. And then just goes to credits. So I don't really know what that even means. Like, the jumping in this, I feel like, was portrayed as...
It's the jumping in the ocean, right?
Yeah, like, jumping in the ocean is what he... Like, his mom basically was trying to get him to do that. Like, to jump onto the roof. To basically overcome his fear and just jump. So, I mean, I don't know. I feel like he's just asking everyone, are you brave enough to actually take it? To actually do it? But I don't know what the jump is maybe symbolizing. Maybe are you brave enough to try to, like, actually break the cycle?
I mean, the flute guy, yeah, he's the one that jumps, like...
Yeah, both of them jump.
War, right? To avoid war.
Yeah, both of them jump.
So, yeah, maybe that's one.
Like, are you brave enough to break the cycle almost? Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
But regardless, that will bring our Obayashi series to a close. Very interesting series. It's kind of it's fun having someone that just disagrees wholeheartedly with everything that the director is going for.
That's so okay. Like offended by everything going.
No, it's I mean fun, only though. With
maybe the War trilogy.
And Miss Lonely.
So like, I mean, like basically all of our favorite movies.
He's not my favorite.
Yeah, we are ranking these. I forgot about that too, but I mean,
I don't have a ranking ready. I can.
Of course, it's who you most expect. Have you ever had it ready? I don't think you ever
ranking films.
I don't think you've ever had it ready on one of these episodes. If he did, it's like
he definitely never has. So
it's always like, oh my god, guys, hold on.
You don't have it ready either, do you?
No, I'm ready. Yeah.
Should we rank House just for the fun of it too?
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
We haven't reviewed it, have we?
Yeah, we have. We did on a horror week. Luke chose it. You hated it. That's
I gave it 3.5. That's like a good Obayashi score.
The way you talk about it is not like a 3.5.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd give it that nowadays, but
that was the Coward's 3.5 if I ever saw.
I'm standing by it.
I ranked these on my phone, and now I don't know where my phone is. Oh, it's right here. Okay.
I mean, who wants to start? Does anyone have theirs ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay, sweet.
All right. These are all at least like really good, in my opinion. Number 10 is The Girl Who Leapt Through Time. Number 9 is I Are You, You Are Me, You and Me. Number 8 is 7 Weeks. Number 7 is Beijing Watermelon. Number 6 is Bound for the Fields, the Mountains, and the Seacoast. Number 5 is The Rocking Horseman. Number 4 is Miss Lonely. Number 3 is Casting Blossoms to the Sky. Number 2 is His Motorbike, Her Island. And number 1 is Hanagatami.
I like all those. I mean,
top 3 like
I
are
don't
pretty.
disagree.
Like no, I guess Hanagatami is probably firmly number 1, but His Motorbike and then Casting Blossoms are pretty neck and neck. So,
like that ranking, for the most part.
What do you?
Are You, You Are Me is too low, but that's okay.
I mean, they're all good movies. All right. You ready?
I mean, I don't have a firm ranking. I just have I would say Beijing Watermelon is my favorite.
So that's tier.
Bound for the Field is my second favorite. Are You, You and Me is probably my third favorite. I'll probably put the rest in like the other tier.
Just one big F tier is what you said.
I also liked Onamichi. I know we didn't do that one.
Onamichi's really good.
And also Making My Dreams is still my favorite Obayashi.
Yeah.
By far.
Is 7 Weeks your least favorite?
7 Weeks and Hanagatami and Lonely Heart and The Rocking Horseman.
And Casting Blossom.
Casting Blossom I put a little above it.
You get 3 stars though.
Yeah. I probably won't rate the other ones.
Crazy.
It's just not for me. At the end of the day.
No,
I mean,
it's fine.
But even
no, it's fine. We're just gonna kill you.
No,
but the films I like a lot, like Beijing Watermelon, Making of Dreams, and
and And
What's the other one I was? Oh yeah, Bound for the Fields.
Yeah.
I really like those two, but it's like I wish he more did that kind of style versus what he settled for. But not all filmmakers are for everyone. Some people think Prasan's too slow.
All right, yeah. Blake?
Part of me wonders, I wonder how you'd like Sada. Like, it's so much different than... Now that you've watched Obayashi...
Who?
Sada. His In the Realm of the Senses movie, basically, or that his movie about that story.
No, I need to watch that.
Because that one, I mean, it's got the classic Obayashi trademarks of his late period, but it is about an actual event, and I feel like you'd like a lot of certain things about that movie.
I mean, I like a lot of certain things about even Hanagatami, especially thematically. Like it's easy to talk about, but like as an experience of me watching the movie, it's just like I don't love. So
it's fair.
And to me, film is experience before everything else. That's the most important part.
Fair.
I guess my rankings. My number 10 would probably also be The Girl Who Leapt Through Time.
Damn, he hates the movie.
No hate.
He hates it. He hates it. That's logic, right?
I mean, this is hard.
For you it
though.
is. You have a different logic.
This is hard though because I love most of these, or almost I love all these movies. Obviously, they're all 4.5s and above for me. So, but my number 9 would probably be The Rocking Horseman.
Ooh.
8, His Motorbiker Island.
Damn.
7, Bound for the Fields, The Mountains of the Seacoast. 6 would be 7 Weeks.
Okay.
5 would be Beijing Watermelon.
Yeah.
4 is I Are You, You Are Me. 3 and 2 are tied with Hanagatami and Casting Blossoms of the Sky, and 1 is Lonely Heart, or Miss Lonely.
Damn. Yeah, it's like an inverse of Danny's list, kind of.
No, because I don't have a strict ranking. So.
But from the implied list, This Lonely Hanagatami Casting Blossoms top 3.
It's true. They like Casting Blossoms, though. He did say that. So.
Yeah, of the 3...
Or it wasn't offensively.
Okay, of the 3 war trilogy, but it's like the other 2 are like...
But yeah, definitely a fun series. Fun to have disagreements every once in a while. So.
Yeah, no, it makes podcasts interesting.
Yeah.
It does. Guys talking more about form, too.
Yes.
Me having to defend Obayashi was fun sometimes. But next week, what are we doing again? We're having Luke's friend on the podcast. I know that.
Yeah, we're doing Bad Education and Vertigo. I don't know what we would title the episode at all.
Christmas Pigs or something.
I don't know. Maybe we'll decide after the episode,
But yeah, Pedro Almodovar's Bad Education and Vertigo. Finally. After over 200 episodes. But yeah, until then, we hope to see you floating through the clouds.